set up shop. Perfect. All right. Let's get TikTok rolling. Go live on TikTok. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Woo-hoo-hoo. Wow, wow, unbelievable, wow. What a Saturday of college football. Absolutely insane. Let's wait till we get a few more people in here, and I'm going to give you some updates. Wow, what a game. What many games have been going on. Wow, what a game. Glad to have you in. Trying to build up the group here, and I'm going to get right into the Army-Navy game. It has not kicked off quite yet. I got a lot of stuff I want to talk about here in my notes before kickoff. Come on in. Grab a beer, grab a drink, get something to eat. I'm going to be screaming my ass off throughout this entire game. Go Irish, beat Army. I got so many notes I want to talk to you guys about. Stay tuned, buckle up. I've got a voice now that won't last by halftime, I guarantee it. I'm going to be losing my freaking mind, hopefully in a good way, screaming just absolute insanity on this channel. Buckle freaking up. Stay tuned. Couple minutes. I'm going to give you my notes here, everything that's been going on. I'm going to give you a recap of Saturday college football, all the upsets. So if you don't want to hear any upsets, what's that called? Muffin ears? I forget. There's a term for it. Just cover your ears. I've got a lot of upset alerts here. I'm going to drop at you in one more minute. I appreciate everyone coming in. Absolutely. Let's go Irish. I'm from North Carolina. Where are you from? Yankee Stadium is the location of this joint. Wow. Iconic. Freaking Yankee Stadium. I understand it's a new Yankee Stadium, but still, all the World Series trophies that the Yankees earned, it's got to roll over all that nostalgia. Aaron Preston, come on in, buddy. If you want to join me, you let me know how you can join. I'd be glad to have you on here, Aaron. You can be my color analyst through this mad game of Notre Dame Army. All right, let me give you your updates as I promised you. Upset alert. I'm giving you a heads up. If you don't want to hear it, put the fingers to the ears. Upset alert. At the Swamp, unranked Florida Gators defeat number 9 Ole Miss Rebels by a touchdown, 24-17. And the Ohio State, ranked second in the nation, the Buckeyes dismantle unbeaten Indiana Hoosiers 38-15. I expected more of a fight from Indiana. That was at Columbus, Ohio. And speaking of Indiana, they went 10-0, first time in school history. Also in the Big Ten, number 4, Penn State. They escaped disaster against Minnesota. The Lions win by 1 freaking point as they improved to a 10-1 record. Penn State just got exposed. Yes, they won. Obviously, they get the W. No matter what the score looks like, as long as you get the W and go home with it, no one can take it away from you. What we can take away from Penn State is credibility. That's a great word for it. I don't have a lot of faith in Penn State, especially with Oregon now newly in the new Big Ten. I don't see how Penn State's going to survive a possible Penn State-Oregon Big Ten championship. I respect Penn State. I'm from PA, born and raised Allentown, PA. I don't see what was it? 3-7 or 4-6 Minnesota Gophers just ran the ball down the Penn State Nittany Lions' throat. I'm not feeling the vibe with Penn State. Really am not. And Penn State and Notre Dame have a thick rivalry, especially in the 90s with Lou Holtz and Joe Paterno. I remember that very well. Irish have yet to kick off, so I'm going to get into some more notes here. Number 18, Army Black Knights, undefeated at 9-0. A win today will give Army the best record in school history. The Black Knights' last victory against the Irish came in 1958. Army is currently riding a 15-game losing streak against Notre Dame. Number 6 seed. I'm getting ready for March Madness. I'm calling it a 6 seed. No. Number 6 ranked in the nation, Notre Dame Fighting Irish. They're at 9-1. Their only loss came from unranked Northern Illinois earlier in the season. They've been using that as fire and momentum and drive to just absolutely persevere and push through all the, what do you call that with the ESPN guys? I'm drawing a blank. This is why I need a color commentator next to me to fill in my blanks. So much negative feedback from the nationwide media of Notre Dame's no good. We keep ranking Notre Dame, but they don't go anywhere. All of that drive is fuel to the fire for Notre Dame. That's why they've been crucifying their opponents like Purdue and Navy. A month ago, Notre Dame absolutely destroyed the Navy midshipmen, 51-14. Midshipmen were undefeated. Oh, does that sound familiar, Army? It should. I really see another beatdown coming from the Irish to the Black Knights. That is it for my notes. I am waiting for the kickoff. They still got the marching band on the field. Thank you so much for joining in. Saturday night, grab a beverage, enjoy yourself. You earned it, you proud, hardworking Americans. God bless every one of you. And while I'm giving credit where credit is definitely due, everyone stand up, get off your seat. Trust me. Stand up, remove your hat, and give the utmost love and respect to veterans and active military members overseas and nationwide here in this beautiful country we live in. Because of our veterans and active military members, including first responders, we have so much freedom, and I get a little emotional talking about this. I'm a military veteran myself. I love everything the military and first responders do for this red, white, and blue nation. God bless all of the hard workers out there, selfless acts of courage. God bless men and women out there. I hope I wasn't alone in that. I got goosebumps. I love my country, y'all. Without our country, we would not have college football. Remember that. We are Americans first. We're football fans second. America first. Speaking of America first, I honestly hope I get to witness the Star Spangled Banner, not only on TV, but it's freaking Army. All of the sacrifices that the entire military unit provides, and Army laces up boots. They're on the front lines. We need to show the Star Spangled Banner on TV every time. It blows my mind how I watch hockey, baseball, basketball, so many big leagues that we invented here in the United States, and all these networks do not show the Star Spangled Banner. I want to write a petition about that, honest to God. So let's get it going. Aaron Preston, come on in, buddy. You are a gentleman and a scholar. I'm telling you, come on in. If anyone doesn't know Aaron Preston right now, let me give you 2 minutes of praise for him. He lives here in North Carolina like I do. He is a professional play-by-play I'm going to say it correctly. He's a professional play-by-play commentator, color analyst, and a public address announcer. I envy everything about that man. He's so fluid with his knowledge and his voice. He never stutters. It is my absolute dream to become a professional play-by-play commentator. If you love my voice and you believe in my dream, hit that subscribe button. YouTube, TikTok, I got both going on right now. If you're on TikTok and you already hit that subscribe button, please go over to YouTube as well. Show me some love. Because of your support, I am one step closer to living my dream. God bless all of y'all. I am sweating and it's not even kickoff yet. I am absolutely jonesed and ready. Let's freaking go. Still more commercials, blah, blah, blah. Man, come on. I want this kickoff. I'm going to give you in-your-face commentary, screaming, going wild. Everybody out there, please keep this kind. My 16-year-old and my 10-year-old are also watching, so be kind with your words. No hatred, zero disrespect on this channel, guys. Much like Olive Garden, when you're here, you're family. If you love or practice disrespect and hatred, you're in the wrong place. Please exit stage left. Don't come back. This is all about love and mutual respect between Americans. This is what it's all about, guys. Come on, Irish. Let's go. I'm waiting for my son to come on. His name is Miles. He's a junior firefighter in Pennsylvania. God bless my son. I'm so darn proud of him. Trying to keep my phone steady. It's currently on my charger so I don't lose battery power. Oh, man, here we go. Beautiful uniforms for Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Tapping the Play Like a Champion Today sign. Got my sweatshirt, baby. Play like a champion today. Let's go. The Army Black Knights are ready to take the field. I'd say about 10 more minutes till kickoff. I'm so sorry to keep the the cork on the champagne. I want to pop that thing and let this game go. But I was told 7 p.m. kickoff. Well, that figures, right? Can't trust the internet. Stay tuned, guys. Don't go anywhere. You will not find a louder, more passionate Notre Dame fan and a more passionate Patriot. God bless USA, and I love my Notre Dame. Again, my Notre Dame Fighting Irish absolutely dismantled Navy about a month ago, 51-17. I think Army's next. Oh, yeah. You got the checklist. Oh, excuse me. Notre Dame's got their checklist. Let's see. Navy, yep, dismantled. Purdue, yep, dismantled. Army, oh, they're undefeated, huh? That's next on the checklist. Yeah, I love the jerseys too. I'm completely with you. And Notre Dame is seconds away from taking the field. And here we go. Here come the Irish. Da, 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 da. Am I the only one that watched Rudy to pregame for this festivity that we're going to take place and watch and witness? I love Rudy. I watch Rudy every week during the Notre Dame football season. Love it. Oh, baby. Not just the Goosebump Central on the plays and the football, but the lines are hysterical. Don't just try. What was that one line? Don't stand there trying to think. Hit those ropes. Oh, my goodness. Keep it alive, guys. Kickoff's coming, I'd say, in about 5 to 10 minutes. The Irish cannot lose one more game. They cannot do it. just recently, Ole Miss lost. What I'm getting at is this. Ole Miss was 8-2. 2 losses. Ole Miss was just on the cusp of that cutoff line for the inaugural 12-team playoff bracket. My opinion, because Notre Dame is not in a conference, if they lose 2 games, they're done. My opinion, it's not ironclad, just my word. I need to bring you up. All right, Aaron, hold on, buddy. I'm trying to get my buddy on here. There's Heel Mario. I'm trying to get Aaron Preston in here. Let's see how we do this to my man, Aaron. No, I don't want to block him. Gosh darn it. Guest? There we are. I think we just got Aaron Preston coming in. There he is, the man, the myth, the legend.
How's it going, Rich?
Oh, it's going to get good. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. How we feeling, Aaron? You healthy? Everything good?
Going all right.
Right.
Going all right.
Honestly, I think I gotta take off my sweatshirt. I love my play like a champion today hoodie, but man, I am so Jones and excited. I'm breaking a sweat already. I'm not even playing. Goodness gracious. Woo, baby. Hey, how about Tennessee? 56-0 today.
Did you see Michigan today?
Oh, here we are.
Michigan,
I did not. No.
Northwestern Day?
Go ahead. Tell me about Michigan.
It was, I'll double check the score here for you. It was nasty. Last I saw, I think it was like 50-6.
Oh, Michigan's unranked this year.
Yeah,
they're not even that
disgusting.
good.
Let's see. Where are you? Here we
And
go.
next
Let's
week,
see.
the Wolverines
Michigan.
battle. Is it true that next week the Wolverines battle the Buckeyes in Columbus?
Yes, I believe so.
The dreaded rivalry.
Let's see, where's that Michigan game here? Here it is. Yeah, they beat Northwestern 50-6.
Oh, Northwestern Wildcats. Yeah, they haven't had a decent season in quite some time. We're currently on commercial break, guys. I'm going to give you loud and proud play-by-play commentary, Notre Dame and Army. I almost said Notre Dame and Navy. I'm just completely thinking about how the Irish dismantled the midshipmen who were undefeated, destroying them 51-17. I definitely see a repeat performance against the Black Knights.
.44 degrees, gusts up to 30 miles an hour for winds. It feels like 35 there at Yankee Stadium.
I got a best friend in the Poconos right now. He lost power because of the recent snowstorm that hit the Northeast.
Yeah, a lot of lake effect snow up there.
All right, guys. Woo-hoo-hoo! Showing the field, showing the players. I'm not sure who's going to get the ball first, but trust me, you're going to hear it as loud as you can right from me. Irish are kicking off to the Army Black Knights, who are undefeated, looking for their best season in school history. Here come the Irish. Kickoff. Black Knights, they field the ball at the 13. About a 10-yard run up the middle there. Irish are letting the, whoa, hey. A lot of pushing and shoving extremely early in the game. I did not expect that. There's not really a Michigan-Ohio State nasty rivalry. What was all that pushing and shoving about?
I don't know. Maybe just they're a little angsty to get into it.
Thank you so much for joining in, guys. I do honestly apologize. I mean no disrespect if I can't comment on everybody. My main objective is to give you your play-by-play commentary. Black Knights are sitting at their own 26. A design run for the quarterback. He gets about 2 yards up the middle. 2nd and 8 coming up. More chippy pushing and shoving. I don't understand this. They're grill to grill, face to face. I'd love to know what they're talking about. There must have been some underlying story.
I think it's just the fact they're two ranked teams, two teams who have combined only lost one game. It's two powerhouses meeting. That's what it is.
Shotgun formation for the Black Knight quarterback. He hands it off. He does not. It's a great fake. He faked me out. Another design run for the quarterback, and the Irish are not having it. Another 2-yard run for the Black Knight quarterback. 3rd and 6 coming up for the Black Knights.
Yeah, the other thing I'll say here is, as somebody who announces, the worst thing here, the Notre Dame uniforms look really cool, but they are hard to read.
Especially with the Samoan hair in the back. I'd love to know number 13, the Army quarterback, but as proud Army soldiers, they all have Army nameplates on the back of their jerseys. 3 times in a row, they're handing the ball off to the quarterback, and I mean that pun intended. The quarterback's handing the ball off to himself. I don't understand what the Army head coach or offensive coordinator is thinking. You're not utilizing any of your tools. You're letting the captain just get crushed.
So 2 things on that. One, I get where you're going with that. I will say, however, the Army has an old style playbook.
Okay, I didn't know that.
So yeah, just like Navy has an old style playbook as well.
And the punt is successfully away. The Irish maintain it at the 17. They are going to run it back for about a 12-yard fumble on the field. Irish do recover at their own 35-yard line. Woo! Come on, Irish. Don't do that to me. I'm sweating enough. I don't need any more perspiration going on. Good Lord. 12 minutes and 41 seconds on the clock, first quarter.
So the Army, if you notice this, just like they would with a uniform, their actual names are on the front of their jersey in the corner.
Interesting. No, I never knew that. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, just like they would be on an Army uniform.
Correct. I definitely understand what you mean by that. Riley Leonard, Duke transfer quarterback, now sitting as a Notre Dame quarterback. He's got 4 wide receivers set. Actually, 3 wides. He's got 2 tight ends. Hands the ball off to the running back. Up the middle. A good 15-yard run through the heart of the Army defense. Close to midfield for the Fighting Irish. Beautiful. Still goose eggs on the board very early. Irish are looking to capitalize from this beautiful run. This is a 4 wide receiver set. 1st down and 10. Shotgun formation. Riley Leonard looking, and he throws. He's got about a 5-yard reception. 2nd and 5 coming up for the good boys in Notre Dame. Boy, it's been honestly, it's been exhausting following everything that's been going on throughout college football. So many upsets I just spoke of about 10 minutes ago with the Florida Gators, Mississippi Rebels, Buckeyes, and Indiana game. Tons of upsets. And Penn State, they escaped disaster. Next play off the 1st down mark. It was a great catch by number 1. He got about 5 yards after the catch. Looking on a 2nd and short coming up for the Irish. Riley Leonard, shotgun formation. Number 1 is in motion. 3 wide receiver set. Hands the ball off down the middle. Oh, my God. The Army defense cannot stop the Notre Dame run. Another great run of 9 yards for the Irish. Riley Leonard has 13 rushing touchdowns. Wow. There is a very good chance Riley Leonard won't even be in consideration for the Heisman. But my opinion, that is a great running quarterback that you don't see too often in the NFL. 2nd and 1 for the Irish. Riley Leonard's looking for the end zone. He throws. It's caught. Touchdown, Irish. Wow, a beautiful execution. Cheer, cheer for old Notre Dame. 6 points for the blue and gold. 28-yard reception to Jordan Faison, Faison. I hope I didn't mispronounce it. What do you think about that, Aaron?
It is a little weird seeing Notre Dame. It's a little, you talk about cheering for the blue and gold. They're in gray and gold tonight. It's a little different.
This is why, guys, I have known Aaron for many months now. Aaron is extremely informative. He is definitely a man. My word selection is not well today, sir, but I'm blessed to have you in my life as a friend, and I envy all of your talent.
Well, I appreciate that.
Wow. 7-0 Irish up at Yankee Stadium. I am shocked and shaken that Yankee Stadium is not snow covered. Wow.
Well, in that area of New York, they didn't really get too terribly much.
Oh.
So it was more on the western side of the state that they got more of the wintry weather.
Okay. I do remember watching Thursday Night Football. Al Michaels coined the phrase the snow globe game. Second half was absolutely blizzard weather.
Well, and it's a damn shame they won't have that in a few years. Cleveland won't have that anymore.
Cleveland's getting a dome?
They're getting a new stadium with a dome.
Wow. Gosh, your information is fantastic. I see Snook TV.
Unless they change their design, which actually fans are petitioning for.
Interesting. I don't know if you can go against $1 billion architecture, but we got a few Penn State fans. You guys certainly you avoided disaster in more ways than one. There was a fake punt with 3 minutes left in that game. Minnesota didn't see it coming. Penn State kept the drive alive, and thankfully, Penn State is victorious. I still have friends up in Pennsylvania, right around Happy Valley, State College area. We are Penn State. It's all over their social media. So I'm definitely pulling for Penn State to make either a run to the 12-team playoff bracket or to the Big Ten championship. Now, Aaron, it's still commercial break, guys. Irish up 7-0. I got your play-by-play for the Army Notre Dame game. Excuse me. Aaron, I want your opinion on the newly revised Big Ten. Why did Pac-10 relinquish Oregon to transfer to Big Ten?
The Pac-12 just fell apart, but they're looking to bring it back together. It looks like they're going to bring in several teams from the Mountain West and a couple of the other places out there. But it's the way the conferences are going now. They're less based on geography, which I believe that they still should be.
And absolutely.
But I think there's a better way to do it. I do understand the idea of having larger conferences. So I wouldn't be opposed to having, 20-team conferences, but I still think they should be geographical.
100%. The Big Ten has always been around Michigan, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Jersey for Rutgers. Yeah, absolutely.
So now here's one for you. I bet this would be a tough thing for you. If in some future, if Notre Dame and Penn State faced off in the national championship game.
Oh, go ahead. I already have the answer. Continue.
Who are you pulling for?
Well, hold on, wait.
I figured.
Let's get right. I think it zoomed in. There we are. Yeah. I'm going to get into that later. I'm going to put a cork in that. Right now, we're back in live action. Army Notre Dame. Black Knights are on the ball. 25-yard line in their own territory. 2 wide receivers set. A pitch off. I haven't seen that since high school. Irish put him right back to the line of scrimmage. No yards gained. 2nd and 10 for the Black Knights. When I was a kid, in the early
triple option.
Thank you. Yes. Go ahead. You keep talking.
That's the old triple option run play, and just a beautiful pitch off there. Just beautiful.
Oh, apparently the Black Knights did get 1 yard off it. I didn't see it, but either way, it's 2nd and 9. Irish have 5 men on the line. I want to say he faked the handoff, but that play was botched even before he snapped the ball. It wasn't the cleanest snap. The Black Knight quarterback went to hand it off. We've seen fakes before, but the quarterback literally was faked because there was nobody in the backfield to give it to. He was stuttering. He didn't know where to go. He tried turning around, and he fell on his butt. That was just ill-advised. Offensive coordinator, you did not do a good job of preparing for the Irish.
I'll tell you one thing. As somebody who used to play the game, I love old-fashioned football being played here. You got the wing T, and you have 5 down linemen, a 5-2 defense, and a wing T. I mean, come on.
I never laced up. I honestly was all skin and bones. Honestly, I'm 42 and I'm still the same. Hasn't much changed. So I knew if I laced up and put pads and cleats on, I would have got destroyed. Speaking of destroyed, Black Knights cannot muster any offense against my Notre Dame Fighting Irish defense. 4th and 8 coming up for the Black Knights as they're set to punt. Even the punter, it's blocked! The punter did not get a good snap off. Irish, they do recover the ball. Almost running into the end zone. He tippy-toed. He did a lace run up the sideline, fell out of bounds at the Black Knight 5-yard line. Irish 1st and goal, thanks to the miscue of the Black Knight special teams.
You had the end of the line, you had the defensive end on that play, came in unblocked. One of the personal protectors who should have picked him up did not. It looks like he tried to, but he didn't do a great job at it, and he came right through and blocked it. And get this, the kid's a freshman, and that's his third block kick this season.
Guys, give it for Aaron. Where do you come up with this? Well done, sir. After you're done subscribing and following me, look into Aaron Preston. Yeah, he's the man. 1st and goal for the Notre Dame Fighting Irish at the Black Knight 7-yard line. Riley Leonard, a designed run. He gets maybe 2-3 yards out of it. More pushing and shoving. This is really getting physical. And speaking of getting ugly, what's ugly to me, especially with Army being played, Peacock did not show the Star-Spangled Banner. Disgusting. The biggest form of unpatriotic nonsense. We're looking at 2nd and goal for the Notre Dame offense. Wow, we have a bunch. Okay, they now broke up. 2 tight ends set to the left and right. Riley Leonard, much like Army, he's trying to run the ball, but Army is sniffing it out. I'm stuttering a bit because I did not. Al Golden, the offensive coordinator for the Irish, he's smarter than any other coordinator, my opinion, in the league. He's extremely experienced. Why run the ball back-to-back plays with Riley Leonard when you have hot wide receivers ready to catch the ball?
Thing about it is you try and oh my God!
Oh, Aaron Preston, you're 10 seconds ahead of me. Shotgun formation for Riley Leonard. Tight ends in motion. He takes the ball. There's a throw. Oh, beautiful catch. 10-5. He hurdles into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. I do believe that wide receiver got his degree in track and field. What a hurdle by Jeremiah Love, number 4 for the Irish. Woo! That was right out of a video game. I apologize. Go ahead, Aaron.
Cue up Chris Berman on that one. Just right over the top of him.
Chris freaking Berman. Yes, absolutely. 13-0 Notre Dame with the extra point yet to come. Wow. And the extra point up and good. I'm waiting for the NCAA special teams extra point unit to move to the 30-yard line like NFL. What's your opinion on that, Aaron? Not going to happen, huh?
I hope that never happens. It never should have happened in the NFL.
It's definitely a free throw for football. Certainly you should never miss. Yet even NFL caliber kickers in the 90s and early 2000s, they shanked many extra points so close to the post.
So, and back to your question earlier, why run it on back-to-back plays and why, why the certain play selection, as a couple different things. So, first of all
right.
Somebody used to play the game. More often than not, your first 2, sometimes even 3 drives of a football game are usually all scripted. And what do I mean by that? So offensively and defensively, your first 2, maybe even 3 drives of the game, because you've done your scouting, you've done what you do, you know what teams like to do different things. So you will sit there, and the coaches and sometimes players, you will script out, here's the plays we're going to run the first 2 or 3 series. So there's that part of things. So they could have been following the script that they were looking to run here, or in that sense, if it wasn't going off of that, it's sometimes you got to run certain plays to see what the defense is doing. And so in that situation, it was more of I don't know if you call it a draw or an option, maybe is kind of a similar thing thereof. But you got to see how the defense is going to react to the quarterback running the ball, because Riley Leonard can run the football.
100%, 13 rushing touchdowns, yeah.
So you got to know how and when you run the football, how is the defense going to react? So either way, whether it's they were running a part of the script they prepared for the game,
I hope
2-3
not.
drives, or if it was, because. Here's the thing. Even within that script, it's about knowing the other team, and also knowing, because when it boils down to it, you're going to have plays every game that just don't work, and it's going to happen. Or sometimes you have plays that you think are going to work, but because the other team did their scouting, they're like, oh, okay, well, I guess that play's not going to work. So then you have to pivot. It's all about learning and understanding. It's all about, this is why they call it a chess match. That's why football is just like chess. And 3 moves ahead of your opponent, you got to figure out how they're going to do things and how they think.
When I see a quarterback draw or a design run by a quarterback, it makes me feel that the tight ends, running backs, and wide receivers are being disrespected, especially after play after play after play, consecutively quarterback running it, and it blows my mind. And I can't understand how Army's got talent as well, but I know my Irish are stacked with talent, and you forego all that talent. It's like I'm going to use this as an example because we're watching Army. We don't send our Army troops into battle with bayonets. We've got the technology. We've got M16s. We got missiles. Of course, we're going to use our biggest weapons because that's the most powerful. Why forego the biggest weapons and accept the bayonet?
Two quick responses on that. First, you have sometimes, when you're, I'll continue with your analogy. is if you're looking at a battlefield, if you will,
Mhm.
sometimes you have to strategically do things to figure out what your opponent's going to do next, and how they're going to react.
Chess
to you.
match.
And I dare say one of the great, because and as a going back to the commander part of things, sometimes you have to have a reset, kind of like all right guys, we got to change things up and reset. I think one of the greatest resets sometimes can be the quarterback run, and I don't say that should be used often, but the thing is in the college and high school game, and it's starting to leak a little bit into the NFL, but not a whole lot, is the quarterback is not just the guy who passes the ball. He's also an athlete that can do more than that. And so it's also using him in that sense.
I just saw a statistic I want to throw out. I mean no disrespect, Aaron. Over 300, something like 340 yards rushing for the Black Knights. Let me elaborate more on that. Army Black Knights, just saw a statistic on the TV there. I got to share. About 340 yards rushing per game, number one in the FBS. Holy crap. The Irish are going to be exhausted by the end of this game.
Yeah, the Army has always been good at running the ball. Also, there is the fact that it goes back to their style of offense, and it's not a style that many know how to defend and what to do with it. And there are some teams that can do very well and pivot and learn how to do it well, and then there's some not so much. And so and then it also depends on the athletes you have within there. And so the fact that Army's got a really good bunch of athletes this year, and they're doing it to perfection. Speaking of,
yes, the Irish defense is definitely feeling the brunt of that rush that I was speaking of, and how the Black Knights are number one in the FBS. Here comes more of the rush at the Notre Dame 38-yard line. The referee does signal that he did not go out of bounds. The clock will continue to run inside the 40-yard line in Irish territory. Here come the Army Black Knights.
Yeah, they have been running this wing team.
Wow, and the Irish definitely got away with face mask or roughing the passer. There was a lot of face motion, a lot of hand gesture, possible face mask to the Black Knight quarterback. Thankfully, nothing was called on the Notre Dame defense. Notre Dame defense isn't even set yet, and the Black Knight offense, they snap the ball. Smart of them to do so. A small gainage, 2 or 3 yards, third and short coming up for the undefeated Army Black Knights at 9-0.
I know this is the Shamrock Series.
Yes, sir, it is.
It's so ironic that they're playing in New York. They're closer to West Point.
Yes, they are.
Yet Notre Dame is the home team.
That is ironic, yes. A lot of people don't know how close New York and West Point are. Shotgun formation for the Black Knight quarterback. Another design run for the QB. He is just short. 4th and inches for the Black Knights inside of Irish territory. Now, the wheels are turning for the head coach and offensive coordinator. Do we go for a long field goal, or because we are ramming the ball down the Irish defense throat, do we continue to do so? And the special,
if I'm Army, I'm going for it.
Yep, and you're right, Aaron. The special teams unit is not on. Offense is ready to continue to run the ball. They have been absolutely on fire in the rush. I honestly haven't seen one pass yet from the Army Black Knights. I do believe it was offsides on the Irish. Let's see what the referee says. If it was encroachment or offsides on the defense, it will be automatic first down for the Black Knights.
And that it is.
I'm watching it on Peacock, sir. I don't know how in the world you're seeing it faster than I.
Well, I'm watching it on YouTube TV, and I was having it on the TV, but I got the Canes game on the TV, but I'm still watching through YouTube TV on my big, my other screen here, my bigger screen that I got here.
Patrick asked when I graduated from Notre Dame. I did not. I'm just an Irish fan. I've been an Irish fan since the Lou Holtz era. 1st and 10 for the undefeated Army Black Knights at the Irish 27-yard line. 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Irish up 14-0 against the Black Knights. Tight end in motion and another flag. This is back-to-back laundry penalties.
It's going to be a timeout by the Black Knights.
Okay, because there was a lot of motion on both sides of the field. This is starting to feel like a high school game a little bit. There's no chemistry. There's no communication. Wow, what a freaking day! Let me inform you, Aaron, if you didn't hear my notes here. Upset alert at the Swamp. Unranked Florida Gators defeat number 9 Ole Miss Rebels by a touchdown, 24-17. The number 2 Ohio State Buckeyes dismantle unbeaten Indiana Hoosiers 38-15 in Columbus. P.S. Indiana, for the first time in school history, went 10-0. So hats off to Indiana. I hope to see them in that 12-team playoff bracket. Also in the Big Ten. Go ahead.
I'm willing to bet they will be.
Also in the Big Ten, number 4 Penn State, they escaped disaster against Minnesota. The Lions win by only 1 point as they improve to 10-1. There's no credibility there, winning by 1 point against an unranked team. Wow. So there's my upset alerts.
Well, who did they play again?
Minnesota Gophers.
Well, that is a Big Ten matchup, and Penn State and Minnesota out for each other for years.
They have their own trophy, I've seen.
I'm sorry, say that again?
They have their own trophy, meaning the winner of the matchup receives this commemorative Minnesota.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that's one of the, I love the whole rivalry trophy thing. It's fantastic. I wanted to answer a question that was someone who's in here. Any tips on starting to commentate football? I would just say, well, first of all, I don't know how well you know the game there. I believe Blake. I don't know how well you know the game, but I would say first, surround yourself with knowing and learning and studying the game, and from there, learn the ins and outs of it, and from there, literally just if you play like Madden or college football, when you're doing a game, maybe mute it as you're playing and do it. Just as you see Rich doing here, either mute or turn the TV down low and just start announcing away. And even better, if you print out the rosters beforehand or bring them up on a screen, even better.
Absolutely correct. That's a smart move. I don't even do that. I just go right off of my knowledge and my passion with the game. I definitely want to enforce. I want to enforce that we're in America, the land of opportunity. Because of what our military veterans and current active members are doing, we have that opportunity to live our dream. Don't stop, guys. I stopped years ago, and I shouldn't have. I got many supporters like Aaron Preston to follow my passion, follow my heart and my dream. Please, I persuade you, I beg of you to live yours.
Here's another interesting statistic that was just shown, which is going to blow your mind there.
Jeez. First down. Go ahead.
The Black Knights of Army the Black Knights of Army have the lowest time of possession while trailing in the entire FBS.
That's 2 FBS records they're holding and leading. Wow. I mean, honestly, jaw-dropping. I never knew Army was that freaking good until I saw those 2 statistics we just mentioned inside of 10 minutes of each other. So here we go, guys. Notre Dame 14, Army Black Knights 0. 30 seconds left on the clock, first quarter. Black Knights are knocking at the door for a touchdown. Speaking of, the quarterback was looking for 6, but baby, the pocket was collapsed. Irish defended and prevailed. Sack by the Notre Dame defense.
End of the first quarter.
Wow. It is honestly an honor to be here with you, Aaron. Guys watching out there, YouTube over here, TikTok here, I need to tell you about something. It's on my video highlight reel. When you're done watching this play-by-play, go into PTSD play-by-play. I'm going to follow you back. Don't you worry about it. When you follow me, I guarantee you, Veterans Honor, I'm following you back. So when you go into my gallery of all my videos and posts and stuff, I posted something. It wasn't a video, just a picture with some texts. I believe that's called a post. I'm learning the tech from my 16-year-old son. I think I said it correctly. Aaron freaking Preston, the man. He is a color analyst at North Carolina Junior Hurricanes hockey. Oh, you want to talk about Goosebump Central? That was it. That was me, Walt Disney World. I was living my freaking dream. This guy doesn't just do what he's doing now. Aaron Preston's a real deal. So if you got any questions for the pro, this is the man right here. God bless him. I'm so glad to call you my friend.
Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, the Carolina Junior Hurricanes, great organization out there, and they're actually playing on the road as we speak. Had one game earlier that they won in the last few minutes. The elite team, there's the elite and premier in for this particular junior hockey league. There are 2 teams. Think of it, lack of better say, like JV and varsity, and. Oh my goodness! Thank you, Blake, for the roses. Thank you very much. Didn't have to do that, but greatly appreciate it. What was I thinking? But yeah, so Elite and Premier. So Elite won 2-0 in the last couple minutes, and Premier getting ready to roll here. Speaking of the Junior Canes, you have the NHL Canes at first intermission. They're down 2-1 for the Columbus Blue Jackets. Right now. Also, another team that I do stuff for, their backup public address announcer, NC State and South Carolina playing outdoors in Charlotte, North Carolina, and they're just getting underway here in the second period. NC State up over South Carolina 2-1.
I honest, every time I hear Aaron's voice, I feel like I'm meeting Mickey Mouse for the first time. This is surreal, guys. I can't. It's like almost an outer body experience. We're still in commercial break. You're not missing any action. Irish is still up 14-0. Beginning of the second quarter coming up. This is what I've always wanted
JT,
in my life.
You feel better, JT.
Oh, JT is under the weather. God bless you, buddy. Yeah, I tried to give you a thumbs up and tip of the hat. Thunder Sports Podcast. A great friend of mine. He's a huge Tennessee fan. Yeah, JT, you heard it. 56-0 for Tennessee. Good old Rocky Top USA. That's for JT. Thunder Sports Podcast. Look him up, guys. He is the real deal. He got me into my first podcast. Aaron got me into my first ever live play-by-play. Thunder Sports Podcast with JT got me onto my first podcast. I'm blessed. I am on it as a veteran and an American. There are so many gracious souls still left here in America, and the good Lord has definitely blessed me with their presence. And thank you. 5,000 times. JT and Aaron, thank you.
Holy moly.
All right, so we are back in action.
Right out of the break.
Shotgun formation for, oh my, what? Oh, that just broke open. The Irish defense just, it was like Moses splitting the sea. Unfortunately, the Black Knight offensive line did their job. They definitely broke a hole for the quarterback, number 13, the Black Knight quarterback. He is about a few inches short of the first down marker, close to first and goal.
Well, it wasn't just that. You had also this weird play that you have here with this wing T where they split out the wide receiver and he comes in motion as a lead blocker. Through the line, and he just split it open. So a great execution on that play.
Speaking of split open, number 65, an offensive lineman for Army, lost his helmet. Can you imagine this? Offensive lineman lost his helmet, and he kept working. He kept pushing, and he didn't back away because he lost his gear. You want to talk about split open?
It was because of
Go ahead.
A penalty on Notre Dame, illegal use of hands to the face.
Yep.
So his hand knocked off his helmet.
Okay.
So an automatic first down, half a distance to the goal, automatic first down for Army, who's inside the 5-yard line, knocking at the door.
Wow. What a game. Army is definitely.
Way.
Go ahead, sir. I'm sorry.
Next play.
All right, here we go. Army is set up. Aaron, you're saying something, buddy. I didn't mean to be rude. Here's a snap, and again, a design run for Army. He seems to make his way to the end zone, but did the knee touch before the ball hit the plane? The referees state touchdown. The cadets in the stands are obviously going wild. I want to see if the cadet quarterback had a knee touch before the ball hit the plane. Let's see the replay.
I mean, incredible run by Daly on that one, and I mean Daly, what an effort, and I mean that's a touchdown, and it stands.
Damn.
I mean, incredible. Truly an incredible athlete that Daly is. And now we see it. Bryson Daly. Great job by Bryson Daly. The effort.
And thank you, Aaron, for doing your definite due justice and getting me that last name, because it's easier to say Daly than Black Knight quarterback. It's 5 syllables versus 2.
Yeah, you could see the Daly on the front of his jersey there.
JT, thank you for your love and support.
There you go. Thunder Sports Podcast supporting you there.
Yeah, you got to meet JT. Honestly, Aaron, you would have a time of your life just meeting him. Like on he does podcasts. Man, I get emotional just thinking about all the support. I'm only talking about only JT and Aaron right now. I know there's Teddy out there. There's Heel Mario, Zell. Zell has always been a supporter of me being a nerd and being a wrestling fan. I love professional wrestling. And for years, I've had so much love all across America. Without you guys, I wouldn't be alive right here, right now, living my dream, getting to the top of the commentary food chain. Speaking of the food chain, top of the mountain, Aaron Preston. If you have any questions for him, let him know. Look him up.
Yeah, you can in the link in my bio here. I got my link to Instagram. I do have a YouTube, but I haven't really done much on it quite yet. But you can go to my link in my Instagram bio. I have my link tree there. You can see all my social media there.
I also am on YouTube and Instagram. I'm trying to build my YouTube account. I definitely, I'm not giving up, guys. It doesn't look good, but I do know one fact. I've heard it and seen it in many occasions. One video that goes viral reaches the top of the sports commentary ladder. Someone in the college or high school level is going to see it, come knocking at this guy's door. Hey, Rich, do you want a job? Yes. Yes, I want to do this professionally. So with your support, guys, one of my videos or live videos can reach the top of the mountain. I want to have a microphone in front of me. That is my dream. The win one for the Gipper, 1928 at Yankee Stadium. Woo, baby, that was a bit ago. Almost 100 years ago.
So, remind me, who do your Eagles got this week?
Oh, let me get through this. I am an Eagles fan. Trust me, I am. Love Phillies, Flyers, Sixers, and Eagles. But I can only do one game at a time. I'm not multitasked like many professionals like yourself. That is one thing I have to work on in order to become a professional. I have to multitask. I have to get smarter. And a big thing for me, I still have to work on is my self-confidence. We're seeing replays here of the Army quarterback. We're seeing how it's absolutely systematically unfolding. The O-line for the Black Knights is absolutely on fire. They are huge, they penetrate, and they make holes.
It's interesting reading and looking at here what Notre Dame is trying to do here offensively. I mean, really, it's this old style. Honestly, the way I like to play football. They're establishing the run game, and using the run game to set up the pass game, using the run and the pass to set up play action, and using the run and the pass to set up anything else they want to. Speaking of pass plays,
the Irish are on offense. Shotgun formation for Riley Leonard. 4 wide receivers set. He steps back. Pass caught at the 40-yard line in Irish. Another 3 yards. 43-yard line in Irish territory. Thank you, Riley Leonard, and Duke giving up your quarterback.
Jeez, I mean, just 2 quick plays here because they got right back up to the line.
It was a quick
Leonard,
one.
Truly, just showing his athleticism.
Another no huddle. You're absolutely right, Aaron. Pass caught down the middle through the heart of the Army defense. Pass midfield. First down for the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
Not quite a no huddle. It's almost like a sugar huddle here. They're going quick again. They're going quick on this drive.
At Yankee Stadium, the Irish are up by a touchdown.
Cats.
Irish are up by a touchdown against undefeated Black Knights. 12 minutes to play in the second quarter. Shotgun formation for Leonard. He hands the ball off down the middle. Again through the heart of the defense. First down and a whole lot more. Thank you, Price, number 24, for the running back of Notre Dame.
Yeah, I mean, just broke through on that one. I mean, great blocker setting that up, but then just he took it the rest of the way. You know, it's just like back in the day. I'm trying to remember who that Bears running back was. Not Walter Payton, but
Gale Sayers.
I can't remember his name. He just gave me 6 inches of daylight. That's all he needed there.
A beautiful run by Riley Leonard. Again, a running quarterback. He gets another first down into the red zone of Black Knight territory. Aaron, were you thinking of Gale Sayers?
Gale Sayers, that's it. 6 inches of daylight.
Riley Leonard, he is set up on the offensive line. 11 minutes to go, second quarter.
Wow.
Irish have all 3 timeouts, up by a touchdown. Again, shotgun formation. You rarely see Riley under center. Hands the ball off down the middle. He breaks 2-3 tackles. First and goal at the Black Knight 5-yard line. Go Irish.
You just see the athleticism of Price, and you also see just the, the modern day horribly styled tackling that they teach nowadays.
Yes.
Just the absolute athleticism of Price to do what he did there.
It's like watching a pinball machine. Isn't it like watching a pinball machine, right?
Oh, yeah, no, definitely.
First playoff, first and goal, 2-yard run up the middle. Second and goal at the Black Knight 3-yard line. Wow. Notre Dame 9-1. Army 9-0. One more win will solidify Army as the best record in school history. Riley Leonard, shotgun formation for the Irish. Certainly looks to be a run, and it is. Design run for the quarterback. Maybe picked up a yard. At best, a yard. Third and goal at the Irish, at the Black Knight 2-yard line. If the Irish fail on third and goal and they sit at the 1-yard line, Aaron, do you believe they're going for it on fourth?
I would definitely think about it.
Less than 9 minutes to play, second quarter. Let's see what the formation looks like. I want to see what the offensive line looks like. There's no wide receivers. They are definitely setting up for a run. It is a handoff, possibly at a Price, and this is exactly what I spoke of. At the 1-yard line, fourth and goal. Aaron, what will you do?
All right, it looks like they're at line up to see what the things are going to look like here.
Marcus Freeman is going for it.
I do a play action quick pass here.
Play action. Okay, Marcus Freeman is waving his offensive line to stay on the field. Riley Leonard, I don't like shotgun formation on fourth and goal. You're at the half-yard line. You're giving up 5 yards. I don't like it. Hand off to – that's exactly. Irish failed fourth and goal because Riley Leonard was shotgun formation. He gave up 5 yards. Once he handed the ball off to his running back, he was at the 6-yard line, for crying out loud. Irish failed the fourth down conversion. Army Black Knights take over. Damn.
I don't think that was the reason that didn't work out. I just think that just wasn't the right play call in that situation because that Army's been biting on the run. They've been biting on the run, and so they knew the run is coming, and so that's the situation where if you know the run is coming and they've been biting on it, you play action. You act as you're going to hand it off. They come in because you always, as a defense, you play run first, then pass second. So you throw that handoff, and there should be sucked in, and you should have like either a tight end or a wide receiver right over the top, and you just dunk it right over the middle, right into the end zone. Should be good for a touchdown.
That's what I was hoping for.
In my opinion, wasn't the right play in that situation.
I was praying for one of those pass patterns you were just preaching about. Fake the handoff, tight end wide open. You just halo it over the rainbow like Judy Garland. Beautifully done. Easy play. No fuss, no muss. No blood, no foul. You asked me about my Eagles, who are playing and blah. I mean, to me, that's gibberish to me right now because I'm absolutely tunnel visioned, zoned in on my Irish. You spoke of my Eagles, and now I'm thinking about it. My Eagles, if it was fourth and goal on the 1-yard line, everybody out there knows what the Philadelphia Eagles would do on 4th and 1. brotherly shove. Exactly. Why in the world can't the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, 9-1 on the year, ranked 6th in the nation, how you can't pull off a tush push brotherly shove and call yourself 6th best? Please elaborate.
Well, I mean, in that situation, I just don't think, even if they were to come up with that, I don't know if that would have been the right play. Like I said, they've been keying on that run in the red zone. So the big thing was, especially as you see here on this replay, you'll see just a couple of guys coming in and crashing in. The whole point is they were keying on that run. That's why I say it should have been a play action quick pass.
100%. I'm completely with you. I wanted that tight end to be wide open in the end zone. Halo shot, 6 points. Instead, Black Knights take over in their own zone. So this is actually good. Black Knights don't have great field position. They've got the ball at their own 2-yard line.
Yep, that's what I was getting at, is if you're going to fail at it, fail on the 1-yard line, so they got to go 99 yards.
Oh, is that a safety?
See why it was a big deal there, almost a safety.
Oh, just short of a safety. Darn it. Beautiful defensive play by the Irish. They smelled the run. I can't believe they're running the ball at the 2-yard line. So close. If it wasn't for the extension of a kneecap, the kneecap would have hit the pylon. What's that called? Not the
the kneecap wouldn't matter. It's the ball, just like it would on a touchdown. The whole ball, you have to have the whole ball out of the
okay.
Lane.
Second play off that line of scrimmage, maybe a 4-yard gain for the Black Knights. About 2nd and 6 coming up for the Black Knight offense, who are buried inside their own zone.
Somebody asking you about the Arizona State Sun Devils.
I know of them. I don't know anything about the football team, though. I've heard of Arizona State Sun Devils. Less than 7 minutes to play in the second quarter. Irish 14, Black Knight 7 at Yankee Stadium. Shotgun formation for the Black Knight offense. Wide receivers in motion. 4 wide receivers total. Found one of them, only got 2 yards total, thanks to number 8 of the secondary of Notre Dame. A beautiful tag and hit by Schuler.
And you got a punt here deep in your own territory.
Absolutely, 100%. You have no other option. And I do see Daly just below Old Glory on the shoulder pad. You got Old Glory right at the top of the crest. Below the USA flag is Daly. You're right. Just below the flag is the nameplate. Boy,
it's the flag's on the shoulder. Your flag is on the shoulder.
Oh, is it the shoulder?
The conference logo.
Okay.
The conference logo is on front, and then below it is Daly.
Guys,
geez, here you go.
What?
Someone in the comments is asking you for your Super Bowl prediction.
Fly, Eagles, fly. I can't sing for shit. My grandfather, Army veteran, he told me when I was 8 years old, he said, Rich, you can't carry a tune in a bucket. So I will sing 3 words and I'm done. Born and raised Allentown, PA. I got to respect my Eagles. I can't be sacrilegious. My pappy told me we have 2 rules in this house. 1, we cheer for the Philadelphia Eagles. 2, we cheer for any team playing the Dallas Cowboys. After I say that, please be polite with your words, guys. This is a family-friendly environment. My 10-year-old daughter and 16-year-old son are watching. So no F-bombs, no hatred. I don't hate the Cowboys. Don't let the word hate come between leagues that are born here in the United States. MLB, NCAA, NFL. Let this sink in, guys. Don't let hate separate us. So if you use that word, go somewhere else. This is Olive Garden. When you're here, your family. Go ahead, Aaron.
Yeah, for me, I don't know if I can really have a Super Bowl prediction yet, but I can at least say this. I could tell you who I think are some of the top contenders. I think AFC, you'd be dumb to not say the Kansas City Chiefs.
There's a stink in the air. I got to open the door.
But, I mean, when they've only lost one game, I mean, you can't, so I mean, I would be remiss if, I also didn't say the Buffalo Bills.
There.
That would be another great, a great team as well. I'm trying to think. I'm blanking on. There was a couple other ones, but don't be least surprised if those Canes just scored. There you go. So, anyways, squirrel. No, I mean, there's a few others I can't think of off the top of my head at the moment, just because my brain's between college football, hockey, NFL. So I'm like, my brain's in like several different places at once.
That's perfectly fine.
NFC wise, I don't know. Maybe the Eagles. I can't necessarily say.
Aaron, who are you? I don't even know you anymore.
That they're at least in the mix. Definitely, I can't not put my Packers in there.
Of course.
No.
Let me put a quick cork on that. I want to say a little shout out to Landon. Thank you for being a Chiefs fan. I will not say I hate any team. I don't play that garbage game that America wants us to play. Politicians say the word hate and it disgusts me. Guys, look, it's a sport. It's a game. We're here to be entertained, not to hate one another. So, Landon, I appreciate you. Why? Because you are American. America first. Yeah. Sports second, America first. I know firsthand being a military veteran. So go ahead, Aaron. What were you speaking about with the last of your statement?
Well, you're going to love this. Before we even get back to what I was saying.
What just happened? I'm sorry, Aaron. I apologize if I yelled. Oh, my golly goodness. Irish touchdown. I'm supposed to be giving you play-by-play. Okay, here's my paycheck. Obviously, I'm not getting paid to do this, guys. Figure to my imagination. Here's my paycheck that doesn't exist. I'm handing it to you guys. Let's see the replay. A fake handoff, but it was a handoff. It looked to be almost a double fake to number 4, Jeremiah Love, going straight through the heart of the Army defense. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And thankfully, the extra point slid through the left upright of the post. 7 points total. Jeremiah Love, well done. He was barely untouched going into the end zone for 6 points. So, yes, I love the last comment. Go America.
A great sweep play.
Go ahead, Aaron. Tell me about the play. You do good color. Go ahead.
Great sweep play. Great blocking. Great blocking. It almost was similar to a trap play as well in a way. I mean, it was just very well done on that as well. But no, back to what I was saying. A few other contenders I can think of. Here's one of my teams that I said is a sleeper team this year that I could easily see being there. Houston Texans. I mean, that's a team. Watch out. That could be a team potentially that's there. As much as I don't necessarily like saying this, another team I could potentially see there, the Detroit Lions. I could potentially see them in there as well.
Yes.
Also, here's my a team that I will admit I myself was sleeping on, but now I'm calling them my sleeper team in the NFC. Now I don't think they're going to necessarily get this far. I don't think they'll necessarily be in the Super Bowl, but I can at least see. I think they'll at least be in the playoffs, and there's going to be a good, potentially a great team for years to come. And this is not going to be necessarily something great that you would want to hear as an Eagles fan, there, Rich. But the Washington Commanders, I mean, they are a team they are on the trend upward. They really are. I mean, I didn't think so, but man, they are surprising the heck out of me. Just surprising the heck out of me.
Yeah, surprising. I know the word surprising well. You threw the word surprising, and I'm acknowledging that word surprising. That garbage coming out of your mouth. Again, guys, zero disrespect to any teams. It's all fun. It's all games. I don't hate any of teams, but just because the Commanders are like literally at the cusp of first place in the NFC East, that's the only reason I'm giving them heck. The Commanders never did anything in my life. Again, it's a game, guys. Don't take it too seriously. It's for our entertainment. Let that sink in. America first, sports second. But yes, Aaron, you're absolutely right. The Commanders are legit. Not many games have they lost by one possession.
And to the much chagrin of another rival team of mine, that they had an incredible win over the Chicago Bears with that Hail Mary.
Bears.
Still, between that and the blocked field goal this year, I mean, the Bears, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just waiting to see this week if there is some crazy way that they end up losing. It's just like, how can you have so many just heart-shattering games in a year? I mean, usually you might have one, but two, I mean, I'm just, as much just trash talk as I get from Bears fans, it's one thing, it's just one of those things where I just like, I could talk about these other games and I'm not. So
Landon, Aaron, read this. If you ever think you have it bad, at least you're not the Raiders. I mean, not only did California give you up and moved you out, but Las Vegas isn't even in cheat. Well, I would assume Las Vegas would help you cheat with your standings or the over under. Not at all. Vegas is not helping the Raiders in one way, shape, or form.
No, if we want to get bad, here's a few teams. The New York Giants.
Yes.
The Carolina Panthers. Like, you want to talk bad.
I don't even like saying the New York Giants. It's like I personally, being an Eagles fan and born and raised Allentown, PA, I personally like saying the New Jersey Giants. It just makes sense. Geographically, yeah.
Well, I mean, they are the new. I get what you're saying. I mean, yes, technically they play in New Jersey, but it's right over the border. And I mean, I told you about the history with the Jets and the Giants in New York and all of that. But,
you're extremely informative. So here we are, guys. Let me give you some more play-by-play. Army 7 trailing 14 points against number 6 Notre Dame. There's a pass down the middle. Army Black Knights are moving the ball about a 15-yard completion to number 8, the wide receiver for Army. But there is yellow laundry on the field. It seems that every time I do play-by-play, there is laundry. It's a high school game, for Christ's sakes. A chop block on Army. It's coming back. Wow.
You can't have one guy hit him high and one guy hit him low at the same time.
Steelers Nation. I'm just pumped my Huskers. You talking about the Washington Huskies? They're not bowl eligible.
No, the Nebraska Cornhuskers.
Oh, excuse me. Oh. I apologize. I meant no disrespect. Nebraska. Okay. Boy, good call on that. I didn't even see why. Sorry, I didn't see Nebraska anywhere in that sentence. Good job.
Yeah, it's the Huskers. Yep.
Another piece of the Big Ten. Is it even called the Big Ten? I heard rumors of Big 12. What in the world? Ever since Oregon joined the team of the Big Ten, did it expand to the new Big 12?
No, there's already a Big 12. So there's a Big 12 and there's a Big 10.
Right. Big 12 consists of Oklahoma, Texas. I love that.
Yep. No, Oklahoma and Texas are now both in the SEC.
That's beautiful.
So what inning are we in?
It's the second period in the hockey game. Army and Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Aaron, you remember my lovely lady Annie. Not only is she gorgeous.
Yes, good to see you.
Yes, Aaron, not only is she gorgeous, but I'm telling you, Aaron, I'm not promoting her. I'm telling you the truth. Oh, she's a good kisser too. She is honestly, Aaron and everybody out there watching, I wish the best on every man out there to have this woman, because not only is Annie just gorgeous, but she would sit on that couch. Aaron, I'm telling you, if you were here, you'd see it. She sits on the couch, and guys, if I'm not recording this, trust me, there's no proof of it. She's like, what the F? I don't want to drop F-bombs. My 10-year-old daughter's watching right now. So everybody out there, don't do curse words. My 10-year-old daughter is watching TikTok and YouTube. Annie's, what the F? These referees don't know they're blank from their elbow. Oh, it was this. Oh, it was that. She honestly makes me want, my young lady makes me want to hand in my manhood card. Okay, honey, you earned it. Yeah, I mean, I'm out. Annie gets so passionate about football. I mean, Aaron and everybody out there, I hope you get a passionate woman. She doesn't want to watch hockey, soccer, basketball, just football. Yes.
Football.
Yeah, exactly. You heard it. Annie's, guys out there, if you're single, search for a football fanatic, because they will rise your blood pressure in a good way and make you a better person. And speaking of a better person, I'm having a hard time becoming a better commentator watching so many yellow flags in an NCAA game. I feel like I'm watching junior varsity football, for crying out loud.
Oh, trust me, I've been enough college football games as public address announcer where this isn't bad.
Aaron, this is embarrassing. Wow.
Oh, this is nothing. You want something? We haven't had the part where we have to start worrying about consistent pushing and shoving and flags being thrown on every other play because they can't get along.
Landon is absolutely correct. Aaron, look at this. League has gone soft. 5,000 times yes. And NFL. They have protected the quarterback way too softly.
I agree on mostly. There are a few things that I understand, how should I put it, why they've done what they've done, but they, let's put it this way.
Go ahead.
They went on, Canes just scored. Squirrel. Anyway.
Honey, he has squirrel
So,
moments too.
But like I was saying is, there are things that they're trying to fix. This is something that I've learned from being behind the scenes and doing different things is a lot of these between college and professional, they're trying to fix and trying to do a lot of different things and trying to get it to where it works in the right way. And sometimes they either do a quick change to try and fix something, or they'll do where they just don't get all the parts right and it falls apart. And so I think on some things, yeah, they have missed the mark and they've gone soft. On the other hand, I think there are things where they haven't necessarily gone soft. It's just that they didn't get all the components right. I think overall the league has done the NFL has done a decent job and college has done a decent job, but they could do better.
It sounds what you're speaking of. I don't know how well you know the black and white movies, but there was someone, and everyone knows this word. There was a person by the name of Dr. Frankenstein who put pieces of everything and anything he could, sewn them together, and praying to God it comes to life. Unfortunately, my opinion, the NCAA, Dr. Frankenstein, he rose a league that is as Landon, I believe it was. Let me scroll up. I believe it was Landon. Spoke of too soft. So Frankenstein is unfortunately, with my analogy, falling to too soft of a hit.
Oh yeah, I mean, I agree. I mean, there are things that they have definitely gotten soft on, and they definitely need to they definitely need to figure some things out for sure. Here's an interesting thing for you, Rich, that they're showing here on the screen. If you're fighting Irish,
Don't say if, please.
Win tonight. If you're fighting Irish win tonight, they're saying that it is believed they will have a 83 or 84% chance of making it into the college football playoff.
Yeah, I saw the meteorology report.
Yeah, 54% chance of missing.
I think stats would say I have a 95% chance of waking up tomorrow. So you know what? It's all a roll of the dice. It's up to the man upstairs. So let's just enjoy this as hardworking Americans. We enjoy this. Raise the glass up, gentlemen. God bless you, hardworking Americans. Irish are at the ball, 14-yard line. Oh, just off the fingertips in the end zone. Incomplete to number 1, the wide receiver. The Duke transfer quarterback, now Notre Dame quarterback.
Yep.
It was a beautiful throw, but unfortunately too high and not too much of a stretch by the wide receiver. Irish up 21-7 at Yankee Stadium. Undefeated Army Black Knights are trailing by 2 touchdowns. Less than 2 minutes to play in the second quarter. 4 wide receivers set for the Irish. Design run for Riley Leonard. First and goal at the 1-yard line. At Black Knights 1-yard line. Absolutely beautiful. Great design call by Al Golden, offensive coordinator for my Notre Dame.
The Carolina Hurricanes just scored in their game. It's been a back and forth battle between them and the Columbus Blue Jackets. 4-3 in the second period. The Canes take the lead.
Thank you for that update, but I also want to update you something. 2 things. Unfortunately, we have an Army man down on the football field. I don't even like saying Army down personally. As a huge patriot I am, Navy veteran. I don't like seeing anyone in armed forces down. Trust me, I get emotional just even saying it. I hope that Army soldier, that soon Army patriot is okay. Second thing I want to speak of is Duke transfer quarterback Riley Leonard. He should have been down at the 4-yard line, but he clawed and scratched, and he knew, not just clawed and scratched, but mentally he knew he needed to get to the end zone. He was inches away. He flexed his kneecaps up, keeping the kneecaps up in the air. Therefore, the ball was not down at the 4 or 3. The ball is placed at the 2 or 1 yard line because he knew exactly where he was on the field. Extreme intellect by Riley Leonard.
Looks like the Army man, the player that went down, it looks like he got a shoulder pad to the knee.
Oh, I wish the best for anyone in the military.
I have been there before.
Oh, you had injuries, sir. Go ahead and tell me.
Yeah, I will say after I'll explain the next commercial break.
Okay, here we go.
Oh my Lord, did he get in?
Notre Dame 21, Army 7. Notre Dame is looking to put the nail in the coffin, figure of speech, with the second half still to come. Riley Leonard, another designated run. He looks like he is a half yard short, inches away from the end zone, 2nd and goal at the Black Knight territory. Now, Irish have all 3 timeouts, so they can run the ball as much as they want and stop the clock. Less than a minute and 15 on the clock. Riley Leonard, shotgun formation, takes a snap. He runs it again. Look, the definition of insanity is doing something over and over again and expecting a different result. 2 or 3 times straight, you ran the ball with Riley Leonard down the middle, and it didn't freaking work. Guys, don't cuss on this channel. I try to say freaking. I can't understand the idiotic nature of the coordinators or the head coach. Nothing's working right now. 3rd and goal for the Irish. Riley Leonard, shotgun formation. He better throw it. Riley better throw it. He hands the ball off down the middle again. Thank God he found the edge. Touchdown, Irish. That was extremely intelligent by the running back. Countless times, Irish tried to run the ball down the middle and failed. The running back was freaking smart. He saw the center, nothing's happening. The running back hooked it to the left side of the field. Touchdown, Irish, because of the intelligence of the running back. Go ahead, Aaron.
Yeah, that was the play the whole time. It's running back. It's a read play is essentially what it is, and he ran towards the middle. He saw the crash. He bounced it out, and he did it so perfectly.
Aaron, you're absolutely correct. The running back saw the Great Wall of China. He said, not me. I'm going to be smart and go to the pylon. Honestly, number 24, the running back for Notre Dame, he didn't find the pylon, just 2 or 3 yards over from the offensive line. He able to sneak in there for 6. My goodness. I think my dream might come true. I was rehashing last month how Irish defeated the midshipmen. Undefeated Navy. 51-14 a month ago. I'm starting to see, and I predicted it earlier, I'm now seeing a unraveling of Army, and Notre Dame is capitalizing.
So Yeah, and then we got this really weird rule. We'll see. Yeah, they're gonna.
Oh, that's terrible. How can you down the ball at the 6 and get the ball at the 30 or 25? Aaron, please elaborate.
Yeah, because it's technically inside the 10-yard line. If you call for the fair catch, it's a touchback. It's a stupid.
No,
it's a stupid rule.
I'm with Aaron. Way beyond stupid. You're killing the special teams aspect of the football game.
Oh!
Did you stub your toe?
Big play.
Oh, okay, here we go. Apparently there's a big play coming up. Army just snapped the ball. Quarterback, big run. A big fumble. Irish with the ball at the Black Knight 49-yard line. What? Holy cannoli, or as Chris Farley called it, holy shnikes. Oh my gosh. That is the resilience of the Notre Dame defense. They don't just go for the tackle. They strip that ball. It's taught and preached, and thank God the preacher reached the defense, and someone said to themselves, hey, I think I'm going to strip the ball. Well done, defense of Notre Dame. You capitalized on Army weakness. Yes!
And Bryson Daly coming off, tapping himself, partially saying my bad, but kind of just like dang it, that's on me.
Wow. Wow. Notre Dame 28, Army 7 at Yankee Stadium. Notre Dame is looking to add on to that. What just happened? What did you say?
I think that this next play, it looks like a catch, but it looks
it's a replay.
It now looks incomplete.
It is. Yes, it will be incomplete. The ball jiggled. It hit the ground. It's definitely incomplete. I thought you were looking at, if you don't know, guys, if you're watching out there, Aaron Preston, he is watching like 4 to 10 different TV screens. This guy's got the ultimate man cave. I don't even know what game he's looking at sometimes. I have to ask.
Let's see, 14 seconds. If you can't get in range to make a strike at the end zone, at least take a field goal before half, in my opinion. I mean, you're up.
Correct.
I wouldn't try
Correct.
my darndest that you have to get a touchdown here. I mean, if you get one, great. If you don't, I mean, just be in range for a field goal.
I would be perfectly fine with a field goal after that turnover. 14 seconds left, second quarter. Riley Leonard again in shotgun formation. He's looking for 6, found nothing. He's actually going to run it himself, about a 5-yard run. He got out of bounds with 7 seconds on the clock. It's going to stop the clock, but unfortunately, there's only one more play for 6 points until they have to get that field goal. Notre Dame is currently riding an 8-game win streak. Point differential 2-5-8. Let that sink in, everybody out there that hates Notre Dame. All right, here we are. Notre Dame 28, Army 7. I'm sorry, Aaron. I go ahead.
Smart play there by Leonard. There was nothing there, and he threw it away.
Smart
play there. Bring out your kicker.
Aaron, I need to get what you have because I'm watching Peacock. You've got 10 seconds ahead of me. I'm sorry, buddy. All right, so the thick of the matter is it is 4th down for the Irish. It is seconds away from halftime. Irish up 28-7, looking to make it 31-7 with this extra point. Good snap, but wait, we have more yellow laundry. I talk about this every other play. Flags, flags, flags. Am I calling an 8th grade JV team? Goodness gracious.
False start on Notre Dame. They'll back it up 5 yards, make it a longer kick for the kicker.
Well, we're obviously not going for it, especially with 3 seconds left in the first half. Notre Dame 9-1 on the year, looking to make that illustrious inaugural 12-team playoff bracket. They cannot lose against Army. They're up by 3 touchdowns, looking to make it. Unfortunately, completely wide right is the field goal. I mean, it wasn't even close. It was by a good 5 yards the Notre Dame field goal kicker missed. Wow. Now that's a mental chip in the block right there. I hope the offensive coordinator and the head coach sees that, because that wasn't an oops, I was off by an inch. That was a 5-yard inch. I don't want that field goal kicker out in the second half, because every time that field goal kicker takes the field, my opinion, Aaron, you're a football player in the past. If I was a field goal kicker and missed that wide, I wouldn't want to go on the field, because the mental up there would not be 100%. Am I right?
Well, I think there's definitely there. I will say though, it is very windy there tonight in Yankee Stadium.
I didn't know that.
And I don't know how. I have heard from people who've been to Yankee Stadium that the wind does swirl in the stadium. So I would be curious if the wind had anything to do with that kick on that one.
Great call, Aaron. I had no idea. Man, your intelligence is absolutely ridiculous in a good way. Goodness gracious. So, yes, we are now at halftime. Oh, go ahead, Aaron. I don't mean to be disrespectful. Go ahead.
No, you talked about the 12-team playoff. My hope is the 12-team playoff goes well. They eventually, hopefully, expand it to 14, because I know they've been talking about that.
Really?
And then my eventual hope is that the playoff will be, What did you say?
There's a bit of a delay. You said a possible 14 playoff bracket. I never heard of the 14 yet.
Yeah, they've been talking about that. Yeah. So there is that. And then my hope is eventually down the line, they'll go to something similar to what the FCS already does and go with a 24-team playoff.
Wow.
I really think that would be... I think that that's what they should go to, because in my opinion, I think, first of all, if you win your conference, you deserve to be in the playoff.
Yes.
Because you won your conference.
Yes.
You won your conference. You deserve for the chance to go battle for a national title. Also, not always, but almost always, that team that makes it to the conference championship game, we're seeing a lot more often nowadays these conference championships being between either 2 undefeated teams or 2 one-loss teams or 2 two-loss teams or a mixture thereof.
Yep.
You can't tell me if you made it to the conference championship game and you've lost anywhere from 0 to 2 games that you don't deserve for your right. Even if you lose that conference championship game, if you are in that 0 to 2 loss range, you can't tell me you don't deserve a chance to battle for a national championship as well. So with teams like that and lots of other opportunities, not to mention, if you think about it, you rank the top 25. 24 of that top 25 would be in the playoff. That's the whole idea. Your ranked teams, your best
yes.
teams are in that is the whole point. And then, it's even it would be even harder for the committee. But the thing is it would make it so that the committee finally stops necessarily playing favorites, because you have to have in your 24, these are the 24 best teams. You are ranked, these are your ranked teams, and you're putting them in. Because if you look at the FCS and how they do their playoffs, it's done so well, so smoothly, and every year, out of their ranked 25 teams, those 24 teams that deserve to be there are the ones who deserve to be there. You have all the conference champions are in. You have all the best, the rest are in, and it is truly incredible and remarkable. And so that is why my hope is eventually you get to that 2014 playoff. The bowl games are still a big deal. Don't get rid of those, still have those, because then if you think about it, there's even more opportunity now, because there's more teams. There's teams that aren't bowl. There are teams that are bowl eligible who don't get to a bowl game. Imagine now even more of a plethora of, you have playoff games and bowl games. You'll actually have more football. There you go, football fans. You're welcome.
Yeah, you just heard the godfather of sports commentary, Aaron Preston. That's right, I said it. Aaron Preston, Preston. That's the man right there. Look him up. Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. I'm sure he's on all those right there. What I want to comment on what he just said there. What I wanted to talk about. Okay, I've got absolutely nothing to talk about there, because Aaron is absolutely correct. This is exactly what the NCAA, or I'm sorry, wait, Aaron, how do I wait, time out. I got to blow a whistle on myself.
NCAA.
Thank you. Aaron, I'm going to stop talking in 1 second. Please tell everyone how to properly pronounce it. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's the NCAA. They are very specific. I found that out announcing at college games and events and different things, and that it is the NCAA. They are ESPN is slowly catching on. Some other places are slowly catching on, but it's the NCAA. They're big about their brand, but also it's just the fact of that's the way it's supposed to be. They're very specific. I once got lectured by somebody from up in the ranks, got lectured for about 10 minutes why it's the NCAA and there's no such thing as the NCAA. And so I was like, okay. They are very...
I don't mean to laugh at you. Look, Aaron, I'm not laughing at you. My little lady, who's gorgeous beyond belief, she just told me something I didn't even know, being a sports fan. It's like, honey, didn't you know NCAA is supposed to be pronounced NCAA? I didn't get the memo or the email. Oh my God. I think I just handed over my sports fanhood card to my little lady.
It's a common misconception.
Thank you. I appreciate you saving my manhood there by saying it's a common misconception. Okay, so I am very proud to say that the NCAA is definitely not only looking out for themselves, which obviously they are because it's all a money-making freaking scheme. Let's just all admit it. But they're also looking out for us middle-class, hardworking Americans, making it more enjoyable, not just to see Ohio State, Alabama. We see a constant repetition, and it's like a rerun of Seinfeld. But NCAA is willing to expand, and we're going to watch possibly SMU. Holy crap, SMU is a great freaking team this year. Indiana, even though getting knocked off by Ohio State, shoot, the Hoosiers could be making a run. I mean, we're looking at so many ultimate possibilities to be get the brain cooking. Honestly, my brain's on fire. I can't believe you can't see smoke come out of my ears right now, like a Looney Tunes commercial. There are so many ultimate possibilities with my Notre Dame Fighting Irish possibly facing off against Penn State, who we haven't faced in years in the 12-team playoff bracket. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I'm making somewhat of a jump here, but I'm doing it on still the same type of concept as, talking about the expansion of the college football playoff and what I want to see in the hope of a 2014 playoff. The other thing, I want to see that would be huge to college athletics. I want to see the expansion of NCAA basketball postseason. Now, I'm going to explain because most people are going to sit here and go, oh, no, you're talking about expanding the NCAA tournament and all that. No. That needs to stay at 68 teams like it is now. It's still 68 teams. That's the way it needs to stay. But here's where I'm making my changes. I would like to see the NIT and the WNIT, the NIT for women's basketball. Instead of them having the 32 teams that they do now in there, I want to expand those. They also go to 68 teams. Now, here's the idea. Here's the understanding: is there is then going to be more opportunity here, because if you have 68 teams. If we just talk about men's basketball, and because that, of course, is the one that, when you talk March Madness, usually that's what you're talking about. If we're just to make it easier on the mind, I'm going to narrow it down to that. Think about this. You have your NCAA tournament.
Yeah.
68 teams. Incredible. People always watch. Incredible. Yep. But you have the NIT, which was the original way that the national champion was. It's been around for years.
I didn't know that.
There is, it's historic. It is the longest ongoing basketball tournament in the world. NIT is.
Wow.
And so the thing is to keep the, just the history and the relevance of it up. Yes, it's the best of the best who didn't make the big dance. I get that. But the thing is, if you have 68 teams in the NCAA tournament, you have 68 teams in NIT, you have the fact that there will be more games. It'll make March Madness even more March Madness. But you have the fact of you'll have, a national champion and you'll have an NIT champion, but there's going to be not only more basketball, but there'll be more opportunity. We talk about, with the expansion of college football playoff and me saying it should go to 24, with me talking about the expansion of basketball postseason, is there's one more opportunity, because that's the whole thing America's about, is opportunity.
Amen. Amen.
You have the fact that you talk about training these young men and women in their sports. You're wanting them to excel, learn, and grow on and off the playing surface, in and out of the classroom. You talk about having that opportunity, and who knows, maybe even opportunity for some of these guys and gals to go pro in their sports. If you have the opportunity in college to where the most have the opportunity to go to win the championship, as well as to continue to excel and eventually maybe play in the NFL because they get one more exposure, two more experience. Yeah. Same idea with you have with basketball, not just to mention the NBA, of course, being the pinnacle, but you have professional basketball overseas. You have professional basketball in other places. Yes, of course, the NBA being the pinnacle, but you have more opportunity that these players can get experience to grow, to learn, and who knows, like I said, potentially these other athletes, because you hear about some of these stories of some of these teams that potentially could play professionally, but not only that, you have some of these teams that you hear these Cinderella stories of how they made it to the NCAA tournament for March Madness, and you hear about how they were, for like 5 years, they were in NIT and they were working towards it. You hear about these small different schools. Look at St. Peter from a few years ago. They had been in the NIT for year after year after year and were looking for their opportunity to play in the NCAA tournament. And then they got it. A small school, small school. And they did what they did. And not to mention, they won games in the NCAA tournament. And so now the fact that if you did this, the opportunity and the potential would be at its peak, all-time high, and I dare say at its best.
I want to personally ask you, do you have a heartbeat? Are you alive right now? Just because you've been talking so much like fluid and you haven't skipped a beat. I want to make sure you're my friend. I want to make sure you're still alive and you've got a heartbeat fluttering there. This man right here hasn't skipped a freaking beat. This man is anything close to Bob Costas from the freaking Olympics. Just fluid and going and not missing a. You're good. Okay, I hear laughing. We're good. Okay, everyone, take a breath. Aaron Preston, the man, the myth, the legend, the professional play-by-play commentator, color analyst, and public address announcer here in North Carolina. He's perfectly fine. God bless him. Don't go anywhere. Don't you dare change that channel. Aaron Preston's going to stay here with me as I give Notre Dame and Army play-by-play commentary. We're up by at least 3 possessions. Irish are prevailing. I also want to comment on how BYU and Colorado fall. What? I saw BYU and Indiana being undefeated for like 8-0, 9-0. Holy shnikes, like Chris Farley would say, and that stopped. Oh, Colorado was amazing with Deion Sanders. Oh, that stopped. It was a roller coaster. Click, 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 click. Oh, it's amazing. And clunk. So give me your opinion on that, Aaron.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely a back and forth half. I mean, it'll be in the sense of ball going back and forth, but Notre Dame taking more advantage of their opportunities. So, I mean, we'll definitely see where things go from here, and definitely some adjustments need to be made by the Black Knights, for sure.
Oh, fully, absolutely.
So the other thing, that I just saw on my screen here of what's coming up, one of my favorite college football games that I like to watch every year because it's one of the coolest things, coming up in a little over an hour and a half, is USC and UCLA. Here's something that's really cool.
California.
That is 2 of the closest teams. It's kind of like the like Duke and Carolina, how they're so close.
Oh, sure, yeah, Durham and NC, yeah.
They are. There is a tradition when they play each other every year. They both wear their dark jerseys, so you will see UCLA. You will see UCLA in their blue and blue, and that classic. The UCLA, they're known for that ribbed striping. That's where they call it the UCLA striping. Some might call it. They made it famous. The shoulder striping. And then you'll have USC wearing their classic red. And so it's really cool. Every year, it's a tradition that no matter who's home, who's on the road, they will, when they play each other, UCLA wears their home uniform, USC wears their home uniform, and it's a really cool Not something you often get to see is two-colored uniforms in a game. I wish more people would do it, but it's a really cool tradition that they've been doing for many, many, many years.
Yes, Aaron. I see a message from Paul. I don't want to disrespect your last name. Villena. Notre Dame needs a new kicker. Other than that, we're good. I didn't want to disrespect you, Paul. I just wanted to spell it and not. I'm all about love, not hate. So, anyways, Paul, my opinion to that is abso-freaking-lutely we need a new kicker. And not only do we need a new kicker, we need a new motivation. What I'm getting at is this. For almost the entire year, ever since Northern Illinois, I don't like talking about it. I'm an Irish fan. Northern Illinois is vinaigrette in my mouth. That's been the fire and the brimstone. Again, that's a professional wrestling quote from Kane. But that's been our drive. Oh, man, we were there before. Oh, let's persevere. In my opinion, that Notre Dame fire from that Northern Illinois debacle has been deflating. My opinion, of course. I don't know if that's actually happened, but not only do we need a new kicker, but we need a new flame. We need a new reason to win it for the Gipper. Almost 100 years ago, win one for the Gipper. That was the ignition. That was a fire for so many national championships. We need a new kindling. Go ahead, Aaron.
I don't think that kick was on the kicker. It is windy there in New York, and I have heard it tends to the wind tends to swirl in Yankee Stadium, so I wouldn't put that kick necessarily on the kicker because I don't entirely know how the wind may or may not have affected that kick.
Here we are. Speaking of a kick, we now have a kickoff in the second half. Irish up 28-7 against the Black Knights. Beautiful run back by the Irish, landing the ball at about the 35-yard line in Irish territory, 65 yards away from 6 points. But the Irish are up 21 points against undefeated Army Black Knights, sitting at 9-0. I've been preaching it, and I do believe it's going to come true. Navy fell to my Notre Dame Fighting Irish 51-17 about a month ago. I see the Black Knights following suit. Riley Leonard, shotgun formation. Go ahead, Aaron. You were saying.
You'll see what I meant.
Okay, Riley Leonard was in shotgun formation. Beautiful run up the middle. Oh my God, nobody's going to catch him. 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Irish. Holy cannoli, or as Chris Farley calls it, holy shnikes. Oh no, there's a flag. What? I'm going to say it 5 times. What? Not a flag. I've been preaching it all freaking game long. I think I'm calling a high school game. We see so many yellow laundry flags on the field. It's destroying the game of football. Let's see what happened. Irish are still celebrating like they got the touchdown. Go ahead, Aaron. Go ahead.
Because he did. It's on the defense. It's a touchdown.
Thank goodness. The Irish absolutely capitalized from the lack of defense of the Black Knights. 34-7 before the extra point is being kicked. I just can't stand any more of this yellow laundry. Extra point up and good. 35-7. I can almost say without a shadow of a doubt, this is a Seinfeld rerun. I'm born in 82. I love Seinfeld. This is much like a Seinfeld rerun of Navy Notre Dame, hence now Army Notre Dame, 35-7. We are looking to cripple the Black Knights. And trust me when I tell you, I love America. I don't want to hurt Navy. I don't want to hurt Army. I'm an absolute patriot. When it comes to the football field, I want Irish to prevail every single day, twice on Sunday. Go ahead, Aaron.
Well, I will say, I'm not a fan of either of these teams. I'm watching for fun. But I want to play a little devil's advocate because we've been throwing a lot of praise towards the Irish. I will say, Army has been battling hard and doing a fairly great job. They've had their mistakes. But one thing I will say, just so you don't count your chickens before they hatch, I have seen some crazy comebacks before, and in a similar situation. So anything can happen. Yes, the likelihood maybe necessarily isn't there, but I won't sit here and lie to you. It is possible. We still have almost a full 30 minutes of football left.
Who are you? The bottom right hand of my corner. Somebody wearing red and talking garbage. Who are you? No, I'm guys, if you just joined, I mean no disrespect. The guy in my corner is Aaron Preston. He's my good friend here in North Carolina. Not only is he a great friend, he's a play-by-play commentator, color analyst, and public address announcer professionally. I tried to say it slowly in case you had a lag in your reception there. It is my absolute honor and dream to become a professional, much like Aaron. I'm learning from his tutelage. He's giving me great advice. Heck, even Aaron showed me into NC State. Sorry, I said it incorrectly. North Carolina Hurricane Junior.
Carolina Junior Hurricanes.
I tried North Carolina Junior Hurricane game. I actually was able to join the commentary booth. Not only was Aaron a gentleman, but he's an absolute beast at the microphone. And I want to climb that ladder. If you feel that I have the vocal cords and the passion for this, hit that subscribe button. Follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. I'm live on all three accounts right now. Please show your passion.
I would hope you're alive.
I think you meant live.
You meant to say live, but you said live.
Okay, back to reality. If you believe in me, hit the subscribe and follow button. There you go. I'm just going to cut through the meat like a Thanksgiving. You're going to have your turkey. Don't go through the mashed potatoes and the yams. Go right through the meat. So, thank you, Aaron. Aaron needs a paramedic at his house. He's dying from laughter. Okay. Unfortunately, Notre Dame has notable defensive injuries. Two defensive linemen and a cornerback, Benjamin Morrison, with a hip injury. It doesn't look good in the injury aspect, but what does look good, Irish up 35-7 against undefeated Army Black Knights, falling to Notre Dame currently 35-7, 12 minutes left in the third quarter. I'm now watching a replay and a highlight of Alabama and Oklahoma. They're battling it out. It's 10-3. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, it's 10-3 at halftime. Oklahoma's beating Alabama.
Oklahoma.
Yeah, I know friend of mine who's a Oklahoma fan who's screaming Boomer Sooner and is really happy about that.
I respect Oklahoma, not just because of the state and it's America. I love America. But I also appreciate all the music that came from Toby Keith, a native of Oklahoma. I love his music.
Yeah,
Got rest in peace, Toby Keith.
Mm-hmm. Well, you were talking about music there. Did you purposely mean to rhyme on that one?
Oh, did I rhyme? I'm a poet and don't even know it.
You did.
Okay.
Yeah, you had a couple rhymes in there. I forgot the first one, but the second one was "Rest in Peace, Toby Keith."
Oh shit! No, I meant no disrespect to his beautiful soul.
No, it's not disrespect. It's just Oh,
Blake, Blake drums. I love this play-by-play. I'm giving you the best play-by-play I can. I'm a military veteran, so with everyone's support out there and yours, Blake, hit that subscribe and follow button, please. It means the world to me. I'm not getting paid to do this. I didn't do any previous research. I'm literally just going off of my heart and my drive because I love sports. If you think I have the voice for it to go to the top of the ladder, hit that subscribe button because every single person, Blake, yes, every person that subscribes and follows, I am one person away from reaching the top of the mountain of the commentary ladder. I've heard so many stories throughout social media. It takes one video, guys, to reach the top of the apex. And I completely am positive in it. Aaron's got my back, professional play-by-play commentator. Aaron thinks I can do it. My young lady who's over to the right of my shoulder, she's gorgeous. You can't see her. She believes in my dream. Aaron believes in me. If you believe in me, get on that subscribe button. Get my voice to the top of the ladder in the commentary world. This military veteran can live his dream. Go ahead, Aaron.
So, Paul was saying in your chat that hoping that you guys get some, the Irish get some home field advantage during the college football playoff, and and if so, he'll go to those games that you potentially could host. So, definitely, we'll see if they eventually do host any games.
Oh, I wasn't nodding off or snoozing during that last statement, but hosting, I'm a diehard Irish fan. Let's just say I'm a realist. Okay? Irish lost one game, which is great. Holy shit, Irish lost only one game. That's awesome. But the Irish lost to a crap team, Northern freaking Illinois. And I think that's going to be the Achilles heel. My opinion, Irish are going to the 12-team bracket. But, and that's a huge but, like Queen Latifah, but Irish will not be high in their ranking because they lost to a crap team. Indiana, on the other hand, Indiana was undefeated. They lost to number 2 Ohio State. Aaron mentioned previously, and I concur with Aaron's statement, Indiana will make it because Indiana lost to a great team, not my Irish. Go ahead, Aaron.
Well, here's the thing. If the Irish stay where they're at now, ranked 6th, if they stay at that spot, they would host they would host at least a game, if not two.
I'm a military member.
So
I know about politics and government and people that are, more wealthy than you and I. So a lot of Navy veterans like myself often quote this statement: "I'll believe it when I see it," and I believe all of that.
Oh no, Paul. I mean, Indiana will not only get in. I'd be willing to say they're going to be very likely, if they don't drop another game, they'll be in the top 10 at the very least.
Agreed. The Irish are looking to capitalize on their huge 35-7 lead halfway through the third quarter. They're about at the 15-yard line in Black Knight territory. Irish and Black Knights all with all three timeouts. I honestly don't see the Black Knights winning this game, bar a Stanford trombone, a tumbling of the marching band, if you remember that, Aaron. 35-7, Irish up. Here's the field. Oh, a block field goal. Here comes a possible return from the Black Knights. And it's tripped up, a shoelace tackle by the Irish at the Black Knight 35-yard line. Field goal is null and void thanks to a spectacular performance by the special teams of Army.
Man, what a block.
Thank you for stopping me in my tracks. Wow, geez, I didn't expect that at all. I expect everyone to watch that thinking, holy crap, Army's got a great special teams. I didn't expect that either.
That's Army for you. That's why I wouldn't be shocked if they're in the potentially, if they don't make, if I could see them in the college football playoff, but if they're not, they will be in a big bowl game. That is for sure. And Navy potentially too. They had one other hard game, but I think they won this week. I think it was. I think so. But at the very least, I don't necessarily think Navy's going to be in the college football playoff. We'll have to wait and see, but at the very least, Army potentially might be. We will see.
If you are currently watching right now, Army is absolutely getting decimated by Notre Dame by at least 2 to 3 possessions. It's currently on commercial break. So with commercial break being said, please hear, everyone listening to me, hear every word I say. It's of dire importance. What of importance is this country? So please get on your feet, stand up, and remove your caps. Because what I'm going to say is absolutely beautiful and has to be said. Thank you, veterans and current military current military members, men and women, overseas and nationwide. You do not get enough respect. Anybody currently serving out there, giving us our freedom and our right to just watch football. And I can't think of so many other countries that don't have this opportunity. When we're done watching, once we're done working our asses off, we have this opportunity and freedom to watch this game, to live in fear-free. Thank God for all of our veterans and current military members. We couldn't be living this beautiful dream in America without you. God bless USA and the red, white, and blue. So we're currently Notre Dame 35.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Notre, you probably could have said it better because I stuttered a bit. Because when I talk about old red, white, and blue, I stutter and I get emotional. Being a military member myself, I stammer, stutter, and I just love America, the nation that I served. So back into college, though, we have 8 minutes left in the third quarter. 35 Notre Dame, 7 Army. Army's undefeated and trailing by at least 4 possessions. Wow. I mean, I'm a Notre Dame fan, and I'm shocked. I expected a repeat performance from 1 month ago, how Navy got annihilated. Navy was undefeated at that time. Navy got annihilated by Notre Dame 51-17. Holy shnikes. And Army's getting the same treatment, losing 35-7, a little more than 7 minutes to play in the third quarter. Army with the ball. Go ahead, Aaron.
Yeah, I mean, I do think that Army is the better team out of Army and Navy, at least so far as we've seen. We'll definitely have to wait and see, especially when they get ready to play each other here in a couple weeks. But no, it's definitely been a bit of a battle, and the game is still not over yet.
Oh, far from over. But I can't wait to praise Navy, Army, Navy Sailor. I think you know where I'm going. Go Navy! Beat Army! Navy defense is definitely showing their full strength. Number 8 of the Notre Dame defense, wrapping up the quarterback, number 13 of the Black Knights. Army is looking at 2nd and 7 inside their own. Actually, they crossed midfield. Army offense is at the Notre Dame 49-yard line. Again, Aaron mentioned the option, but Notre Dame sniffed out that option, chewed it up, and spit it out. Beautiful job reading that by the Notre Dame defense. Go ahead, Aaron.
Yeah, I mean, they shut that down big time. Big 3rd and 13 coming up here for Army.
Thank you for following. I'm at PTSD Play-by-Play here on TikTok. And over to the left, I'm also on Instagram. I'm on YouTube. Follow me on YouTube, PTSD Play-by-Play. And Aaron Preston is a gentleman. Follow him also on social media. A beautiful catch by number 87 for Army, but unfortunately short. 4th and possibly 2 for the Black Knights. And I certainly foresee them going for it on 4th and 2 in the Irish side of the field. Irish defense.
Oh, wow.
Again, I apologize. Aaron is about 10 seconds ahead of me. So we have Army Black Knights offense. No punting going on here. The quarterback is getting it. Face mask possibly. The Irish did stop, but I saw the quarterback's neck get jerked back by the Notre Dame defense. I'm waiting for that call by the referee, and it has not happened yet. We're looking at commercial break, which makes me think that the Notre Dame defense got away with murder, no pun intended. They definitely got away with a big fraction there What do you think, Aaron? Did you see face mask on that call?
I didn't see an infraction there. I don't know if there, replay or anything will show that maybe there was something, but I didn't see anything. I mean, he was close, and they just stopped him short. I mean, talk about luck of the Irish. I mean, that was a very man.
Paul just texted no flag. I didn't see one either, Paul. You're absolutely right. I saw the Army head, the quarterback's head of Army, tilt or jerk very quickly, which made me think that there was a face mask. Obviously, I don't have high definition here in my house. I'm a proud, hardworking American. I don't have the frivolities of New York. I don't have that zoom in capability. But I saw the quarterback of Army, his neck get jerked real quick. And that made me think face mask. Obviously, no face mask. If nothing was called, Notre Dame is in the green. I haven't heard anything from you in about 10 seconds. I want to make sure you're alive, Aaron. You're good?
Yeah, no, all good over here. All good.
You started the sentence with yeah, no.
Never heard that one before?
Yeah, no. Exactly my point. I was thrown. It's like, honey, do I call the paramedics? Is he good? Yeah, no. I'm checking on you, buddy. I appreciate you.
No, all good. All good.
All right, I'm waiting to see live action here in the Irish game. I want to see, and there is no penalty. So Irish do have the ball. Shotgun formation. Riley Leonard, he has a run up the middle, maybe 2 yards combined. Hometown, Westfield, New Jersey. Jersey, home of Wawa. So the Irish are 9-1 on the year, looking to upset undefeated Army at 9-0, currently up 28 points against Army. I dreamed of it, but I never thought I'd see it. I don't want to disrespect the Army, I don't want to disrespect the Notre Dame line, offense or defense, saying I didn't see it coming. I dreamed of it. I've been dreaming of this ever since Navy got annihilated by Notre Dame, but I never saw it coming. So I'm a true fan, love Notre Dame. I'm also a realist. Let's be real, guys. Notre Dame has, except for Purdue and Navy, Notre Dame has not exactly wiped the floor with their opponents. Purdue and Navy didn't stand a chance. Everyone else got me thinking, and all that thinking's got the motors churning in my head, smoke coming out of my ears. You know what I'm going at. Looks like we're paused with Aaron. So I'm going to keep the motion going here in the game. We're currently on pause, commercial break here on the Notre Dame Army game. Thank you very much for joining in, guys. While we have a commercial break, I'm going to update you. Let me get my notes here. Let me update you. Upset alert. If you don't want to upsets, cover your ears. At the Swamp, unranked Florida Gators. I can't believe I'm saying this. Unranked Florida Gators defeat number 9 Ole Miss. The Rebels fall by a touchdown, 24-17. The Ohio State, ranked 2 in the nation. The Buckeyes dismantle unbeaten Indiana Hoosiers 38-15 in Columbus, Ohio. P.S. Indiana, for the first time in school history, they went 10-0. And Aaron, once he gets back live here with me, he will testify in Indiana is for real. Even though they lost to number 2 Ohio State, we haven't heard the last of Indiana. Also, in the Big Ten, number 4 Penn State, they escaped disaster. Barely. The Lions barely escaped Minnesota by 1 point as the Lions improved to 10-1. I mean, a win is a win, but the Lions, the Nittany Lions of Penn State, they don't show much promise after barely escaping the Gophers of Minnesota. You back with us, Aaron? You good?
I am back.
Back again. Guess who's back? Sorry, I got caught in the song. All right, Notre Dame 35, Army 7. Undefeated Army is getting embarrassed at Yankee Stadium, facing the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, as the Irish are knocking at the door at the Army 32-yard line. Less than 3 minutes to play in the third quarter. Okay, while Aaron's not saying anything, I'm going to infect your eardrums. If you don't like singing, please hold your eardrums. Cheer, cheer for old Notre Dame. I know the whole fight song. I know I can't carry a tune in a bucket. I just had to give a little piece, little appetizer. Notre Dame found themselves. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Notre Dame found themselves inside the 30-yard line with 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Second and 7 coming up for the luck of the Irish. Call it. I want your opinion. Is this the luck of the Irish, Aaron, or is this sheer talent led by Duke transfer quarterback Leonard?
Yes.
It was A or B, and you give me yes. What? What?
I'm saying it's all the above.
Oh!
C, all the above.
Honey, do you like that one? My young lady is currently in the collegiate program, and she's used to taking tests. So I'm giving A or B, and you can say yes. I look over my young lady thinking, okay, collegiate woman, what do you think?
Lawyer answer.
That's a lawyer answer. Okay.
No, I'm bringing in my theological degree background. No, it's the both and.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. I can't see correctly with the shiny letters and numbers on the jersey. Do I see Riley Leonard, the starting quarterback, on the sidelines with headphones on?
You do see that correctly.
Oh my God! I thought I knew Riley Leonard's face. I can't see the nameplate or the number because it's so glowing and shiny. Riley Leonard is currently holding headphones as a starting quarterback of Notre Dame. Go ahead.
Big play.
Shotgun formation for backup quarterback, whoever it might be. Let's see what might happen. Irish are 10 yards away from the end zone. It is a run play. Oh my God, 3 block tackles. Touchdown, Irish. This running back had to be greased with Crisco. He slapped. I didn't mean to say the word slapped. He slipped, not slapped. The Irish running back slipped at least 3 tacklers to get into the end zone. Where is Chris Farley? God bless his soul. Holy shnikes. I'm trying so hard not to curse. That's why I bring up Chris Farley all the time. My daughter at 10 years old is watching right now. I can't believe this. Price, number 24, the running back for the Irish, ran it into the end zone. Extra point for Notre Dame is good. Get ready for this. Buckle up when I say it. 42-7. Irish are dismantling the undefeated Army Black Knights. What?
I'll give you another one right now going on. Oklahoma is beating Alabama 17-3.
My young lady just chimed in, go Oklahoma. And I have zero disrespect for Oklahoma. I love Oklahoma. What I want to say is this. When I visited North, let me say this correctly, Carolina Junior Hurricanes with Aaron Preston, who you're watching right now. Follow him, guys. Aaron Preston. This guy is the magician and the professional. When I visited him in junior North Carolina Hurricane hockey game, I met someone named Brian. Brian is the professional play-by-play commentator for the junior North Carolina Hurricanes hockey team. He had, I need to get this. I need to get it because this is a true key compartment for anyone that wants to be professional. Brian had, write this down, a jar of honey, plastic jar of honey next to him. I need to have that in my arsenal. Like Clint Eastwood in the late 80s, he had great movies. He always had his pistol in his arsenal. Every play-by-play commentator needs to have the honey in their arsenal. I don't have one. My voice is killing me. But Brian, you taught me well. I need to get that jar of honey. Go ahead, Aaron.
So, lemon juice and honey, somebody is saying in here. We have it looks like we have a guy who does, might be like a podcast or something down here. All Access Sports, welcome in. Welcome. But Paul up above says he thinks Indiana loses first round. He doesn't think they're good enough for the playoffs. And I mean, look, I get what you're saying, but you look at Ohio State. They're one of the top teams. I mean, you can't base that off that. They have played a lot of good teams this year, and do they deserve to be in the playoff?
Oh.
Yeah. Do I think they're going to win the national championship? No. We got iHeartRadio Charlotte here working with the Panthers broadcast team.
I envy you.
Wee.
I envy you. I don't get paid for crap on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. I'm doing exactly what I'm doing right now because I love the game. And I love America, being a military veteran. Anybody out there listening?
He says, great voices, guys. Love it.
Yep. Thank you, Aaron. Aaron Preston is a professional. And that's exactly where I want to be, being a military veteran. If anybody out there thinks I got the voice for it and the passion, personally, I know I do. I've got the self-confidence, and my young lady believes in me as well, much like Aaron. If you think this military veteran has the passion and enthusiasm to go all the way, top of the food chain of the sports commentary world, like, comment, and subscribe. Anything you can do. I want to be a professional. This is my dream ever since serving overseas, 2 tours after the towers fell. Trust me, guys, I want to do exactly what America is about, living the land of opportunity. This is a land of opportunity. I fought for it, and now I want to live it. So God bless these colors, red, white, and blue. Go ahead, Aaron.
I'm still working towards. I mean, you call me a professional, and I mean, I'm hoping to get to do stuff at the professional level. I mean, yeah, I do stuff for colleges, I do stuff for junior hockey teams and high schools, but I hope to do things at a professional level as well. But no, I appreciate your compliments and different things as well. But no,
right there, Aaron Preston, get him.
Much appreciated, and you do a great job, and you are well on your way. And thank you, All Access Sports, for your support of the both of us, but especially coming in here saying hello. I mean, also because I know my friend here, he sometimes catches it, sometimes doesn't. Thank you for the gifts. Definitely much appreciated. Oh, here's a suggestion from him: simulate Madden games. Record your voice. Create a air check you can send to stations.
What's a Madden game? I don't know what that means.
So the Madden video game.
Oh, I don't play video games. Okay.
But he's, and you don't necessarily have to do that. It's an idea. So basically what he's saying is, record yourself doing things, and so I mean, you're doing some of that, but being able to take that recording and give it to different people.
Wow. I'm sharing that with my little lady. She's currently on the couch enjoying herself and her well-deserved night off.
And there you go.
But I don't know crap about these. I don't have PlayStations, Xboxes. I don't do anything of that. But if I have to, if that influences and heightens my chances of becoming a professional play-by-play commentator, I guess I'll get one of those Xboxes or PlayStations to heighten my chances. Go ahead, Aaron.
Well, what he was saying is you can watch like highlights online of old football games, or recent highlights of recent games, or you can get like you can just go online or even find like somebody posted the Madden highlights or something. But the whole point is find a way that you can record your voice, and even some of the stuff you're doing now, because you post it on YouTube and TikTok. Take some of those recordings and send it out to different people, so that they can hear you. So basically, as I've talked to you before about, is promoting yourself. It's something I had to learn, doing public address being my main thing. But as I do, from time to time doing play-by-play in color, is you got to be able to, you have to market and promote yourself. So
networking,
not an easy thing to do. And it's also, half the battle is also the people that you know. So, I mean, about half the things I've done now is because of the people I've gotten to meet and the different opportunities. So, All Access, great advice here as well. And great to be able to help reach out, but also hope to, I gave you a follow, hope to connect with you, my friend.
I definitely want to get more positive feedback. Aaron, you're always a great friend. I completely trust all your knowledge. Let me dive into All Access real quick, though. Irish, first off, I'm doing play-by-play commentary. Notre Dame is absolutely killing undefeated Army. I expected more of a battle from Army. Irish are dismantling the Black Knights 42-7 with 12 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Beautiful throw, but incomplete by the Irish offense. What I want to speak, though, highly of, All Access. All Access, I hope you're still here with me. Please keep in touch with me. I followed you. I believe I did. I tried clicking that button. I'm still learning the technology. Thank you for your patience, All Access. Do everything you can, All Access, to follow me or comment on one of my last videos so we can keep in touch and how I can promote myself better and learn more tools of how to enhance my military belt, if you will. I want to become right up there. Bob Costas, Al Michaels, Chris Berman, even Aaron Preston, my man right there. Yeah, I want to become the best and become a professional. Hold a microphone, and if you All Access, if you believe I have the voice for it, please comment and get in touch with me. I served my country overseas, 2 tours overseas. Once the towers fell, trust me, once that happened, it has been my ultimate goal to persevere and burst through all my negative mental demons. You can't do it. You can't do it. You can't do it. You can't do it. I've been trying to literally like a bulldozer burst through that bullshit. I'm sorry, sweetheart, if you're watching my 10-year-old daughter. I'm trying to bulldoze through that nonsense. And with your assistance, All Access, I can get to the top of the mountain in the commentary world. I want that information. I want your toolage, anything I can do for you as well, because you're going above and beyond to a complete stranger. What can I do for you, All Access? I want to assist you. That's exactly how social media works. I want to help you as well. And unfortunately, the Army offense cannot be helped. I just saw a dismantling from a Notre Dame defense, taking out the Army quarterback. Currently 42-7 deficit for the Black Knights. Go ahead, Aaron.
Yeah, I mean it's been a rough one here for Army, but they're trying here. They got to start scoring here, or they're gonna have no chance at any type of comeback. Oh, that did not go the way they were hoping.
We are looking at 12 minutes even on the fourth quarter. Irish are absolutely annihilating Army 42-7. The Black Knights are looking, oh my gosh, they are definitely going back into the bag of tricks. They were looking for a flea flicker or some kind of Statue of Liberty. The special teams.
Halfback pass.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Halfback pass.
It looked to be a bit of a flea flick. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Aaron. I can't keep up with you.
All Access says, record your voice, listen back, self-critique over and over. Never stop self-evaluating. And he just said, make sure you set the complete image for the listening, not just who's watching.
Wow. That's great advice. Oh, geez. Thank you, All Access. That means the world to me. No one's perfect. No one walks on water except for Jesus Christ. Look, I have a lot of not only mental demons, but I need to work a lot on my voice as well. I truly believe I have a voice for radio, and I meant to do play-by-play commentary. But I know even Costas, Berman, and Michaels, they have no one's perfect. We have a lot to work on. I need to get the wrench to myself and give myself a little tune-up. Thank you for believing in me and all your tutelage. Go ahead, Aaron.
Oh, I mean, I didn't necessarily have anything per se. We do got we're in the shootout with the Carolina Hurricanes and the Columbus Blue Jackets. They're tied at 4. They just started the shootout. Quite the battle, quite the hockey game there.
When you said that, it brought me back to my childhood. Like, obviously, guys, Notre Dame is absolutely killing it against undefeated Army. Navy is blowing the shit out of the Black Knights. I love military. God bless. Take your hats off, guys, if you have one. God bless all of our military veterans and currently serving our United States of America overseas and nationwide. I love everyone out there who is giving selflessly to this country. So what I want to get at is this. Notre Dame is beating the crap out of the Black Knight football team. I wanted, believe me, Aaron, I've been dreaming it. I didn't want to believe it because I didn't want to get my hopes up. Oh, I'm not getting my hopes up anymore. Notre Dame is an absolute repeat performance with Navy. Navy was 52-17 or 51-17. I'm sorry. One of those two. Army, yeah, Groundhog Day personified. So go ahead, Aaron. I'm talking too much.
No, you're good. We're in a commercial break here, and as I was talking about, got the upcoming game coming up here with USC and UCLA, and that awesome tradition of that the battle of the amazing blue and red in a game. And we got more from All Access. He says, listen, I'm far from any expert, but here's some lines to try. Here comes the opening drive for Notre Dame, 25-yard line, traveling left to right on the field. That helps set the scene for those watching and listening.
Jeez. Thank 5,000 times thank you. I tried to do the best. I try to commentate like I'm a radio announcer. Obviously, radio, you guys can picture it in your head. You're not watching a TV screen. So anytime I do play-by-play on TikTok or YouTube, I'm currently live on both networks. I try to do my play-by-play as if I'm doing radio. I try to give the quarter, the time, the downage, the ball, the placement of the football, how many wide receivers are set. If it's an I back formation, I try to
big play.
Oh,
big
excuse
play.
me. What?
Big play.
Oh,
big play coming.
Oh, I'm bouncing back and forth here. I try, but I'm listening to Aaron. Oh, oh my God, there he goes. I wish I could have seen it from the beginning. Touchdown, Irish. I can't wait to see the replay. I hear Aaron, do what? Do what? And I'm trying to not be disrespectful to anyone listening or watching, and I'm completely taking my eye off the game, and that crucified me with my play-by-play. The Irish were at the Black Knight. Oh, my God. It was at least a 50-yard scamper by number 20.
52.
Oh, number 20, the running back for Notre Dame, absolutely crucifying the Army Black Knight defense, sucking the air out of what was left of Army. 49-7. Notre Dame is currently prevailing at Yankee Stadium. I hope I did well in that last 20 to 30 words. All Access. Please follow my videos, my live videos, that is, and see if I have the toolage. And if I need to work on something, all Access, please tell me. We never, how do I say we? Us humans that walk the earth, we're never perfect. We all need work. And being a military veteran and my dream, I absolutely beg of you, how can I help my future to get to the top of the ladder? Go ahead, Aaron. You want to say something? Go ahead.
So wanted to first say, don't mean to cut you off, and didn't mean to hope no disrespect to All Access, but just didn't want you to miss that really, really, really big play. But yeah, he said to you nice. He said, well done on that recap. And he also said, no one's perfect. We all need help. So
that means the world to me. I don't want to ever give up on my dream. My young lady, she is very, very close to living her dream. And I don't ever want to give up on mine, climbing the ladder of the play-by-play commentary world. My son is a 16-year-old, and he is a junior firefighter in Pennsylvania. I don't ever want to give the wrong impression to my son that you can't live your dream. Therefore, I am living my freaking dream. I'm trying not to get emotional talking about my kids, but I don't ever want to give up on being a professional. Yeah, this guy right here, this Looney Tunes looking guy that yells too much. I am jonesing. Who in the world said that? It was a movie a while ago, like 10, 20 years ago. I am jonesing and sweaty palms and all, goosebumps central. I can't wait to hold a microphone professionally. One day you're going to hear this voice. Geez, I know that voice. Where did I hear that from? PTSD play-by-play. You heard it here. I'm going all the way. And because of your assistance hitting that subscribe and follow button, I'm one step closer. Go ahead, Aaron.
Yeah, All Access says it's okay to be emotional. It means you care, brother.
All Access. Once this video or full live stream is done, I pray, please, All Access, not just you, sir. I don't mean to disrespect anyone else out there, but anyone else out there that believes in my voice and my dream as a military veteran to live my freaking dream, climb the top of the commentary ladder, get on my last video, comment on it. I'll say it one more time. Get on my last video. Even if you have to leave this play-by-play right now, I don't care. Get on my last video, put the American flag, give a thumbs up, whatever it is. I am commenting and following back, and I want your toolage. How can I help you? And I'm hoping you can help me. I'm not in it selfishly for myself. I have two children, beautiful kids. I'm doing the best I can as a father and a veteran. I want to live my dream. So, with your assistance, get a hold of my last video. Hit that comment button. I can't wait to see you in about 11 minutes, according to the clock here on the Notre Dame Army game. 49-7. Notre Dame is dismantling Army Black Knights. no longer undefeated. I think I can say it proudly, even though the game isn't over yet. 42-point deficit. Go ahead, Aaron.
You got a battle going on, a game break they're talking about going on in Alabama. We have Auburn and Texas A&M. It is just a duel, and it's 28-21. Auburn just scored to take the lead in the third quarter. And we got Landon here. Used to do a sports podcast in Kansas City. You were doing great. And Landon then also says, keep talking about what your passion is. So looks like you got another great supporter there as well, Landon, as well.
Army Black Knights on offense. They're at their own 28-yard line. Fourth quarter, a little more than 9 minutes to play. Third and 7. Quarterback run. He's got that first down. He climbs past the 36-yard line. Army Black Knights are not giving up. They see sunlight in their horizon. I personally don't see it, being a Notre Dame fan. Less than 9 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Irish are 9-1. They are within inches of becoming 10-1, defeating the undefeated Black Knights, who are currently on offense. Another designed run by the Black Knights. Why is the quarterback running so much? You explained it before, Aaron, but hasn't the quarterback or the offensive coordinator and head coach seen the failure in the past and corrected their mistakes? Army has not corrected their mistakes.
Well, not necessarily, but like I was talking about, it's a wing tee, and that's a part of the wing tee. It's the old-fashioned wing tee. Is you have a lot of running a part of it, and between different backs and the quarterback running.
Finally, you see a pass protection here in Army. They only get about a 5-yard run out of it, but rarely do you see Army throw the ball. The quarterback for the Black Knights did put the ball in the air, only about a 5-yard reception. I think we lost Aaron for a minute, so I'm going to give you a complete play-by-play commentary of Notre Dame and Army. The Black Knights are on offense, 3rd and 4 at their own 42-yard line. Another design run by Army, but they finally get at least a 10-yard run from that last play. I'm shocked to see the offensive line making a hole finally for the quarterback of Army. About darn time. They did cross midfield. The Irish are looking to stop the Army Black Knight offense from prevailing any further. 49-7. Notre Dame is putting a licking on the undefeated Black Knights. Hand off to the running back, possibly a 5-yard gain. Nothing really to praise about. 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter for the Army Black Knights. Most games with 100-plus yards. Wow. Bryson Daly for Army, 2024. He seems to be leading that ratio and statistic for this year, but I don't see how Notre Dame's going to assist him with that statistic. Less than 6 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. There's the handoff again down the middle. Nothing fancy for Army. They're just going right for the jugular, looking for that possible comeback. And I believe we have Aaron back.
Yes, I am back.
Back again. Yes, he's back. I'm sorry. I grew up with Eminem.
You are all good, brother. All good.
49-7. Irish are absolutely dismantling. If you're sick of hearing it, go away. Irish are dismantling. Army undefeated no more. Much like Navy undefeated no more. This is an absolute beautiful thing to see. Oh, why is Notre Dame ranked so high? They're not playing anybody. They're not playing anybody good. Guess what? Notre Dame is defeating undefeated Army. A month ago, we defeated Navy. Undefeated. Oh, you're not playing anybody good. Bull stinking crap. Yeah, I'm done doing play-by-play. 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Irish up 49-7 against undefeated Army. Look, I love my military brothers and sisters. Coast Guard, Air Force, Army, Navy. God bless you guys. Hats off to you hardworking Americans. Everyone keeping our freedoms and keeping our blessed red, white, and blue exactly where it should be, free and glorified. I'm sorry, Aaron, go ahead.
All good. Just great play by the defense here.
Oh, almost. Aaron called it. An almost interception by the Notre Dame defense. And the Army quarterback is honestly upset with himself. I would have done that exact motion in the first quarter. Why are you being upset with yourself, Army quarterback, when there's 4 minutes left in the game? A little too late, in my opinion. Three minutes and 24 seconds on the clock, fourth quarter. Army does seem to get the first down at approximately the 10-yard line in Notre Dame territory. 3 minutes and counting. It's over. But I'm very thankful to hear that my Notre Dame Fighting Irish are prevailing, and they have one more game to go. Notre Dame faces USC Trojans. Final game of the year next week. Ooh, baby, I can't wait for that one. The Irish defense do put up the Great Wall of China, blocking that rush. They are currently, Black Knights are currently at the 11-yard line, looking for any kind of point they can. Obviously, it's completely impossible to beat the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, ranked 6th in the nation, almost 10-1 on the year. But Army is looking to prevail at this drive. Can they put 7 points on the board? 2-minute warning coming up at Yankee Stadium. I have been standing and bouncing back and forth for a long time. So with all due respect, because I've been at this for over an hour now, I need to hit the head, Navy terminology. I'll be right back. Aaron, Preston, you're taking threshold.
All right. All right. Well, we are on a commercial break here. So, but yeah, this has been Notre Dame has just been kicking tail through this one. You can just see that the Army, they've got a good team, but they I guess, lack of a better way to put it, they're not good enough to beat Notre Dame, and I'm not, and we saw that with Navy is, then they also, Navy right after that lost to Tulane, which Tulane is going to be playing Army in the American Athletic Conference football championship game. So that's going to be a good game to see as well. It's unfortunate it's not a 2 weeks in a row Army-Navy like we were hoping that it would be, but Army and Tulane, that'll be a good matchup. I don't know if they have a neutral site or not for that. No, I believe it is who would be home. So, but yeah, sorry, I'm multitasking here.
All right, guys. Here's the gist of it. Notre Dame is down by 1. Army's got the ball. I'm just kidding. I'm trying to break the ice because Army never stood a chance against the Notre Dame offense and defense. Irish are absolutely prevailing 49-7 at Yankee Stadium. 4 minutes left. Fourth quarter. 2 minutes left to play in the game. What I do want to end with, you're obviously hearing my last salutation because this game is pretty much done and over with. What I do want to do is end in beautiful fashion. So everyone stand up. Whoever's watching, YouTube, TikTok, everyone stand up, and trust me, you will never. I get emotional thinking about it. Just stand up, take your cover off, and God bless America for our veterans and current active military overseas and nationwide, keeping this country as beautiful as it is. Donald J. Trump is our soon-to-be commander-in-chief. Thank you, the veterans and current military members. Selfless acts of courage and bravery on a daily basis. There is not enough respect going out to everyone out there giving everything they've got for us citizens of America. Red, white, and blue, stand up for Old Glory. God bless this country, and thank you for listening. The Irish are in 45 seconds away from sealing the W, 49-7 against undefeated Army. Army is 35 seconds away from sealing their first loss of the season. I love my country, military veteran as I am. Please follow me if you believe in my dream in becoming a professional play-by-play commentator. Hit that subscribe button. YouTube, TikTok, I've got both channels going right now. Hit that subscribe and comment. When you comment, I'm going to follow you back. This is how social media works, guys. I'm finding out throughout the last year of me being on social media. I want to help you. Yes, you. Whoever is watching, comment on my last channel. I'm not only going to follow your channel, but I want to know how I can help you great Americans that are keeping this country great and awesome. Keep in touch with me. PTSD play-by-play. Not only do I want to climb the ladder of the commentary world and become a professional play-by-play commentator, I want to help you All you guys out there watching right now, get a hold of me. I can't wait to communicate with you. We're currently watching another corporate America commercial, but I want to hear something from Aaron. Go ahead, Aaron Preston.
I mean, this just shows, Notre Dame. This game shows that twice they played a team that it's a pretty darn good football team, but they've also shown they're a good football team. So it's going to be interesting to see, going forward, the upcoming games ahead. How much Notre Dame can. They still got a few more tough ones part of their schedule, but it'll be interesting to see in the end, where that lands them, especially with here in about 2-3 weeks, we'll be starting to look at college football playoff games.
The last question I want to ask you, Aaron, after this question, I'm going to sign off because this game's almost over in 30 seconds. I want to ask your honest opinion, no bias. Obviously, anyone watching out there, Aaron Preston is not a fan of Army or Notre Dame. He's completely unbiased. Aaron, what is your opinion on, crying out loud, I had the question. I have the question in mind, but I want to say it correctly. What is your professional, and you've been in the professional world for a long time, what's your professional opinion of Notre Dame being a non-conference, having a ticket to this 12-team playoff bracket?
I have nothing wrong with it. I mean, I think the conference champions should be ahead of them. But after that, if they show that they deserve to be there, then I've got no problem with them being the next team in. Quick little side note is they're showing the history of these two teams playing each other and the different spots that they've done it, which is pretty cool. No, I think Notre Dame, if they continue to prove, that they can be a team that, can be a good, really good football team, and they can continue to do that. I mean, I don't see why that they're, not only in this, but, they're the highest seed that they can be behind the conference champions and potentially not only get some home games during the playoffs, but also have a decent opportunity to try and go win a national championship.
Yeah, first time since 1988 with Lou Holtz. I remember it very well. I was 6 years old. What I want to end with is this. Aside from God bless America and our military veterans and our current service members, that's first and foremost. Second, Navy and Army, both undefeated at, I think Navy was like 7-0, Army 9-0, something like that. Notre Dame didn't win. They destroyed Army and Navy. I think we all can agree to that. It's that is not just a mental accomplishment up north. Us Americans can understand that mental health is huge. When you, not only being an American, but when you're an athlete, keeping your mental health atop of everyone else's. When you're mentally healthy, you can destroy any enemy that comes to you. That's my opinion. Notre Dame has certainly found the cure of the disease, the medicine to the COVID. Notre Dame, after Northern Illinois, that terrible loss of an unranked team, they found that drive, that medicine, that perseverance, and I don't see Notre Dame falling anything short of a national championship. So thank you, Aaron Preston, here in North Carolina.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Aaron.
Paul was saying that he's saying that this knocks Army out of being in the playoff.
Yes.
I don't necessarily think so. I don't necessarily think that it does. I mean, sure, it's going to make it not as easy of them to get in. Do I think that they get in? No. Would I be surprised if they get in? No. Now, at the same time, the American, conference championship, them being in that against Tulane will definitely be interesting. So, yes, don't get me wrong. If they would have beat Notre Dame, it would have given them.
Yeah.
It would have definitely given them a really big chance to be in it. But
absolutely.
it's. Let's just put it this way. It's not impossible, but it's not probable.
I think the only thing I don't like about doing play-by-play commentary is I can't hear my Notre Dame Fighting Irish fight song. Cheer, cheer for. I don't want to sing it. I don't want to kick away anyone that doesn't like my singing. But I personally would have loved to crank up that volume and hear my Irish fight song. And it is official. Notre Dame, number 6 in the nation. They beat number 19 Army, undefeated at 9-0, now 9-1. Irish win 49-14. Last thoughts, Aaron?
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be, this is a great win for Notre Dame, and, something that's going to help continue to push them forward towards continuing to try and have it so that they are in the college football playoff. So big win for them tonight.
Let me zoom in here. Yes. Look, Aaron, I don't know if you're watching, but look, I have waited since I was 6 freaking years old for a national freaking championship. I'm going to prove it to you. 12 down, 1 to go. Where is this? I don't know if you can see it. BCS. Let me get my necklace out of the way. BCS, right here where my pinky is. 2013, when Alabama wiped the floor with my Notre Dame Fighting Irish. It's been a good decade since my Irish were in contention for the national championship. Aaron and everyone else out there watching, go freaking Irish. Pull out Newt Rockne, Lou Holt, any good luck charm. Win one for the Gipper. Almost 100 years ago, win one for the Gipper. Please, whatever you believe in, whatever religion you believe in, please, God, let this happen. Aaron, last thoughts.
I mean, it'll be interesting to see what Notre Dame continues to do. Let's quickly, before you sign off, let's quickly take a look at the Fighting Irish, their remaining schedule here, just to see.
USC.
Yeah, USC. Yeah, that's not going to be an easy game whatsoever. So, not to mention that's at that is, I believe,
at the Coliseum.
Yes, at USC. Yeah, at the beautiful Coliseum there in Los Angeles, which will once again here in a few years will be one of the sites when the Olympics comes back to the United States.
Awesome.
It'll once again be one of the host areas for the Olympics, which is going to be fantastic. But yeah, they have that planned, and a few years after that, the Winter Olympics will also be coming back to the United States as well in Salt Lake City.
Love it.
So,
Salt Lake City again. Okay.
So it's going to be great to have the Olympics coming back, and so of course, yes, USC, that great Coliseum, hosting Olympics past and Olympics future.
Beautiful. I'm a bit goosebumped right now because I honestly don't want to sign off, because this is what I want to dream, and excuse me, I thank all of you for taking your time on your Saturday night to watch this military veteran live his dream to climb that ladder of the play-by-play commentary world. With your help, your support, clicking that subscribe and follow button, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, wherever you're following me right now, please and thank you. Follow my last video. That's most important, because when you follow me, I'm now going to communicate with you, and I can assist you in living your dream. Everyone, all Americans nationwide have dreams. I want to help you live yours. You're doing your part for me. How can I help you? You're also watching Aaron Preston here in North Carolina, play-by-play commentator, color analyst, and public address announcer. He's not just a gentleman. He speaks it, pun intended. God bless America. Thank all of the veterans overseas and nationwide for giving us this freedom to watching sports on our day off. I love red, white, and blue. Aaron Preston, you got anything else?
The only thing I'd say is, if you're looking for something to wind down to, you got the really cool thing I was talking about is just happening at the Rose Bowl, home of the UCLA Bruins, and of course the granddaddy of them all, the Rose Bowl itself. You have UCLA taking on USC, and they're both wearing their UCLA in their blue, USC in their red. You got to watch it. If you haven't watched it before, it's a fun game, and I always love it. But yeah, again, I'll second you. God bless our troops, and God bless America.
100%. Love red, white, and blue, and I appreciate your friendship. I'm hoping to see all of you back on my channel. I can't wait to comment with you. Once you comment on my video, I can't wait to have conversation with you. Aaron Preston, you know you're going to hear more from me later, and God bless this country.
Have a good night.
Christ, that's it. Man, I was expecting more viewers. Trying to end my stream with YouTube, but there we are.